Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gell. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a great week. The weekend is almost here, people. Couple of hours into this Saturday. It is Friday, the 16th of July, and we are back with your favorite show, our favorite show, Kop-Ish, Kall-in, and Rival Watch. Matt Drift, how you guys doing today?
Apologies for my manners. I was eating. You caught me off guard. I had to get in that last bit of the wrap because I'm hungry. But yeah, I'm good to go for Friday.
It's mad when you don't eat for like an hour and a half, isn't it?
Nah, here we go. Here we go.
Proper. You know when you just get, you know when your belly's proper, like, so you're really gonna go 45 minutes without giving me food, yeah? Okay, all right.
Yeah, but we could be here for how long, and I wouldn't have eaten nothing. So as soon as we finish, it's an Uber Eats thing for me. I don't know about you, man. But
of course it is, bro. This is.
To be fair,
you know what I mean?
To be fair, I'm not good. This is one show I can't complain. Wifey made me a chicken burger, so I'm actually very content.
Oh, this brother here with a chicken burger, and he's talking about me with a wrap. You know, imagine
no,
that.
But that was the first thing I'd eaten since breakfast. Whereas, like we said, every 45 minutes you eat, so that's a bit different.
That's every 45.
On that note, let's deflect. I've got you.
You want to know what? Yeah, when I'm out with Matt,
say something. Yeah, go on.
Whenever we're out, yeah, and like we're chilling, we're doing whatever. There's two reasons why I know we better hurry up and get the food. Matt goes quiet, or he starts seeming very agitated, and that's when I'm like, you lot, I think we should get something to eat.
We said it gets techie.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. See, like, I'm gonna be real. Like, when I don't like, and again, like, I'm not one of them people that if I get mad, but I just go quiet because obviously I'm hungry. But I'm trying to keep composure in it. That's what I'm trying to do. But bro, when I need to eat, and I'm sure like everyone else does, you just gotta eat, bro. There's no point acting like you're not hungry when you're hungry, bro. If you're hungry, go and eat some food, innit? You know what I mean?
You know these ones, yeah. We're sitting down to watch the game, and then watching the game, man, I'm start talking about the food. But Matt will be like, so we getting the food, yeah. Like, yeah. What we gonna get? Oh, this is what I'm saying, man. 2-minute conversation starts going about what's going on the TV. I might be like,
no, Johnny.
Yeah. So what do you want then? And then it, what you? Oh yeah, the food. But that'll last for about what, maybe 15. We keep getting distracted. So you just see, man, like, you lot, can we just get the food, man? Man, we'll talk about the football later.
Because this is what I'm saying. Because even obviously when we bucked up, like, was it like last week or the week before? We were watching football, yeah. And obviously, like, disclosure was ordering food. You remember having some big convo, bro? And I was just like, like, it's all good. Like, we ain't seen each other for time, like COVID and red-to-tear, but we gotta eat though, right? Like,
you're ordering before you.
You're ordering, then we can have this conversation.
No. I'm saying get your ordering before you meet up with Matt. I'm not saying that as a general.
That is kind of true. That is kind of true. Still,
that is not a general consensus for everyone. This is a Matt thing, bro.
and you know what's funny is I was on the phone to wifey, and I got past the phone for the order. So obviously I'm talking, so I'm looking. I'm just doing a casual scroll. Well, I'm thinking, and I just see Matt looking at me from across the thing, like.
Give me that side, like, you know, bro.
Hey, babe, I'm getting the evil eyes.
Yeah, because you was on the phone. He was on the phone, yeah, and like, obviously, just have a normal convo. But in my brain, I'm like, but this is food time. This is time where we can make orders, yeah. And this brother here was just talking away, and I'm looking at him like. I didn't say nothing, you know. I was just looking at him.
You didn't have to say,
brother.
That's the problem.
Man could feel I was watching, bro. When it comes to you, man, no, I don't play, you know. I don't play no games.
We do. First super chat of the evening. 1975 Jamrock says, Drifty saw your rant yesterday on a daily update. Nothing to do with FSG. Klopp wants current players in the camp to show they can contribute this season. He's also going to say, it said in the tweet he wants players to step up to show LFC don't have to spend because both Klopp and Edwards' philosophy is fluid internal solutions first.
Listen, I definitely agree that Klopp is telling the truth when he says he wants Harvey Elliott, he wants Jones, he wants a few of the guys in the youth team to be like, show me you're about this life because I believe in you. Do you believe in yourself? I definitely agree with that. But when there's names in that like Naby, Shaqiri, Minamino, especially Shaqiri Minamino, that's when I feel like it's the PR spin. I'm sure Klopp by now doesn't think Minamino is going to be important. Not even being disrespectful. He loaned him out. He's been at the club for 18 months. Like, I genuinely believe that's PR. Klopp didn't sit down and go, I believe Minamino's that guy. I disbelieve that. I think Klopp gave up on Minamino the moment he said he could go on loan during an injury-ravaged season. That's just me personally.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you, Max, because this is the main theme of this show is basically, are we too harsh on some players? Are we narrow-minded in our thinking of how we should approach the transfer window? Are we narrow-minded? Are we trying to take it for granted what we have already? So I think what you're saying just kind of feeds into that. So obviously we're going to speak to the guys and everyone who calls in later, but just to ask you both. So looking at the team we have, apart from Thiago and obviously the loss of Genie, this is pretty much the team and the squad that won the Premier League and walked the Premier League. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be naive and say you can't or shouldn't evolve no matter how good you are. We've seen every great team has to evolve. It's just part and parcel of how it is in football.
Yeah.
But last season was the most abnormal season we'll probably ever see from Liverpool in terms of injuries, luck, pandemic, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And we still finished third. Man United had a great season by all accounts in the Premier League and they finished second. We had an abysmal season, finished third. Now, again, third is nothing to be celebrated if you're Liverpool Football Club. We want to win. I think the question I have, because I think some people are saying they're happy with the squad, others are saying they're not. For me, it depends on ambition. Are you content with just going for one trophy a season, or do you want us to compete on multiple fronts? Because if you're just content for us going for one trophy, dare I say it, maybe two, then effectively the squad that we have is okay to do that. We probably won't win both, but we could potentially compete in two. Now, if you add and bolster, then you're looking at a team that goes from competing in mainly for one trophy to a team that can compete on all four fronts. I think that's probably what we need to determine as a club. What do we want to do? Because if we say we don't care about League Cup and FA Cup, then effectively the players that we all want to add, are they important then?
They are important because, all right, this is the thing. So we know as a fan base, we want to win every trophy that we're in, right? So any competition that we're in, right? So for us to do that, we have to improve the squad. So those players do matter because I think if we was to just have Konate in, I think we could focus on one trophy, right? But I feel like if you get another two players in of good quality, then you can challenge for multiple trophies. And I think it is important, even if it's a case of, you know, it's I don't know, give an example, it's a Hossa Mawar, let's just say he comes in, or a new house, and for the forward you get, let's just say we get Donny Mullen, let's just say that we still get him, right? Those players will be key for us challenging on all fronts. Let's say, for example, Liverpool go and get some no names that we're not quite sure of, or they're more like development players. I would arguably say we're in the same position that we was in before, and that we can only really focus on one trophy. And that's the thing. We're Liverpool Football Club. We don't just want one trophy. We want to try and win everything. So, in my opinion, bruv, recruitment is key. And I think the quality that you get is key as well. So, yeah, that's to answer your question. I think we have to try and get what's best available, bruv. Because if we don't, then we're going to have that same kind of season where it's Liverpool, they get knocked out the FA Cup, they get knocked out the Kall-in Cup or whatever it's called now, and it's only going to be the Champions League or the Premier League, and even then it's going to be hard. So yeah man.
1975 Jamrock says Klopp was talking about how many players he has in the camp now. 33 players without the other top players who haven't returned yet. Fab, Hendo, Bobby, Ali, and Jota as well. Let's drift. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to name some of the players now. Ox, Naby, Minamino. I'm not going to name Origi for you because you know your stance on Origi. Shaqiri. I'm trying to think who else. In fact, I'm going to stick with those 4. How naive would it be for Liverpool to go back into the next season with all 4 of those players as main backup / rotation players, in your opinion?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say about an 8 of naivety.
Why'd you say that?
Asking those players to do something they haven't done in a Liverpool shirt, which is be consistent and available. And I don't think any of them are old, but obviously the older you get, the harder injuries get if you're an injury type player. So we've got Shaqiri about 27, 28 now, so he'll be getting older. We've got Naby who's about 27, 28 now, so he's getting older. Ox is about 27, 28, he's getting older. Minamino's about 25, 26, so he's not as old as the others. So maybe, I mean, his wasn't even injuries really. His was just form. Like his was, can we actually get you to feel like you fit in almost? Do you get what I mean? Like that's more what Minamino, like tactically, can Minamino fit in? So in terms of availability, Minamino isn't a risk. In terms of his effectiveness, he's a risk, and the others are just all availability. Like based on what they've done and based on using common kind of, not even common knowledge, just common like basic intelligence over the last 2 to 3 years, I don't even think you could get a full 38 game season out of all 3 of them combined in terms of availability.
Who is that? Is that Shaq, Ox, and Naby? Yeah?
Shaq, Ox, and Naby. I think if you ask all 3 of them to be available for 13, 14 games maximum each, I think you'd probably even struggle with that. And that is, and that's based on what they've been like for the last 2 to 3 years. That's not me just trying to shade or make anything up. I think it said Ox missed like 50 games or something like that while he had that knee injury, and then I think he was only available for like 15 games last season or something. Like, you know what I mean? And it's horrible because I like these players, but it'd be very nice to think that those 3 guys depend on again. And, you know, it'd be more. Maybe it's higher than an 8, Cal. Like after what we went through, if we went and did it again, and here's the thing, right?
All right, so let me stop you there, Drift. Let me stop you there really quick. So I get what you're saying. And again, you all know my stance on what I think we need this summer before anyone who's new to the channel or anyone who hasn't listened so far starts to get at me. I want us to sign new players. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, and I'm just trying to think about how it could potentially be if we don't sign new players. The issue, I think, last season, as we saw, was Klopp, and this is something Klopp, I think, will learn from. Klopp not playing players in their natural position, a la playing Fabinho and Henderson at centre-back when you did have centre-backs available. Even though you may not rate the centre-backs, you play players in their best position, the chance of you winning goes through the roof. We saw that. Now that Virgil's back fit, Gomez is back fit, Matip's back fit, and Konate's been brought in, and we still have Phillips, who we've seen can be relied on. I'm not saying he's world-class by any means, but he can be relied on. Is there not an argument to say that if we were to go into the season and not sign anyone else apart from Konate, that given we were in such a bad situation last season and the fact we went in with 3 centre-backs, this season we're going in with 5 centre-backs, is there not an argument to say that we could actually do the league without signing players?
Well, the main issue that we have, because remember we weren't talking about Matip or Gomez when we're talking about the players, we're talking about midfield / attack, right?
Yeah.
So we are.
I think this feeds into. I think this feeds into the midfield though, because
it does.
100%.
We do look bolstered at the back, but the problem we have now is we've lost our most reliable player in the entire squad, bar Mo, after what happened to Van Dijk, it would have been Van Dijk, but then obviously he did get an injury. So I'll say, apart from Mo, Genie is our most reliable player in the whole team, or he was our most reliable player in the whole team.
I agree.
So with you losing him and 3 of the players we're talking about are players that will kind of maybe play if he's not playing, that is where the naivety really goes up. Do you get what I mean? So even though we're covered at the back, we are now lighter in midfield. Do you get what I mean? And now we've got Hendo, we've got Thiago, we've got Fabinho. World-class midfield. That midfield is stupendous if we're playing 4.
All right, sorry, I'm going to keep on stopping you, Drift. Are we lighter in midfield because we, again, had a bit of a glazed look of what last season could have been because we played 2 of our midfielders at centre-back for large portions of the season? Because, again, if Hendo and Fabinho don't play centre-back, we have Hendo, Fabinho, Thiago, Milner, Ox, Naby, and Jones. We've got 7 centre midfielders. Whereas last season, we had Genie. I'm talking about this is for the majority of the season. We had Genie, Ox, Keita, Millie, and Jones. So we had 5. So we're adding another 2. And in Henderson and Fabinho, they're more reliable than, let's say, Ox and Naby, who would have been your backups. So now your backups have gone to being your backup, if that makes sense.
Well, the problem is that now these men are playing catch up with their form, fitness, and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of risky in that regard. So you're right. Even if they're back up to the backups, if we get to a situation where we need them, they may still not be ready because they're not even going to get the game time to get them ready. But then they may not even be ready when we need them to be ready form-wise, even if it's not fitness. So then you've got that issue. And then on top of that, you've also got the issue of just general freshness. Like Thiago's the only person who's been added to the midfield in 3 years. You need to freshen it up regardless of anything, just because you need to keep people on their toes. You need something different. Other teams will start to figure out patterns of play. Like you just got to keep it fresh. You just do. Do you know what I mean? So I think you've got how would they find form to be ready when we need them? And then you've got people know what they're going to do when they play anyway. We need a bit of freshness. So I feel like there's quite a few elements that still mean we need to buy midfielders. Whichever way you look at it, I still believe we need to buy midfielders. And Milner's 36 now. Like he's getting on. You don't know.
Yeah. Big up James Milner.
Older, you know what I mean? And we're going to be playing him at right back as well. Like bloody hell. Like so.
Yeah, right, Matt, I'm going to read these super chats and then come to you, Matt. So give me 1 sec, bro. 1975 Jamrock says, I'd love Klopp to be more ruthless. As of now, I don't see any evidence he can be ruthless. Can be the ruthless coach that puts winning first and when it comes to binning players. I'd love for him to bin Ox, Origi, Milner, Naby, Bobby.
Wow.
Adrian, Taki, Nat, Gomez, Nico, either because of their age, too many injuries, or not good enough. 1975 Jamrock, I've got to hit you back here. We sell all those players. Where are we getting the funds to replace them with top quality? And this is not even me coming at you because I know you're an FSG person, but how on earth do you think we're going to sort that with how we are run as a club? I genuinely want to know. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, did you see what Florentino said about ex-Real Madrid players? He said Ozil's girlfriend was getting passed around both the Milan teams as well as the coaching team. Raw.
Blood.
Yeah, do you know what it is as well? Because that, you see, the Florentino Perez thing, yeah, apparently there was some interview that he done and it's been put away in the archives, whatever, but someone's obviously got hold of it. And bro, when I say this brother has said some stuff,
bro,
he says a lot.
Hold on a minute. Can I get this correct? Perez was talking about Ozil's wife.
Yes, bruv. Remember, he's the owner of the football club. He's gonna, bruv. Let's be real.
He is more than out of order like that.
Bruv. All right, let me give you an example. If you ever think your boss ain't gonna speak to his brethren,
Sorry to cut you. Do I sound clearer now?
Yes, speak again.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Yeah, you sound clearer. You sound like you got more bass.
Cool.
You sound clearer, but lower though.
I was speaking a bit lower still. I was getting my Barry White on.
No, you sound better. You sound better.
Cool.
Man was talking about the white. Hold on.
Nah, bro. Let's be real.
No, hold on. Was it his girlfriend or his wife at the time?
Way.
I don't know, but all I'm saying is, can I just be frank?
It was his ex-girlfriend. It's his ex-girlfriend.
It's ex-girlfriend, but can I be frank though? Yeah, let's be real, people. Yeah, if you think for 1 second, if you work in a corporate company, yeah, and your boss ain't in the pub, and they and again, or not in the pub, like just chilling restaurant or whatever, brother, he's gonna have them conversations about you that you may not think that you would expect in it. So he may have that be like, yeah, do you know what? You see Matt's thing, yeah, bruv, they will have them conversations. So even though I don't agree with it and it's disrespectful, bruv, let's not act like one of your superiors or your CEO of your company.
You see that Callum, yeah? Every day he's got chicken and dumpling. I don't know what he's doing, but
trust me, bruv. Like,
I'll be honest with you. Look, there's never an excuse to talk about somebody's.
No, I'm not saying excuse, bro. What I'm saying
I'm just saying it happens.
It happens, though.
I know what you're saying is right, but what I'm saying is, regardless,
slander is finest, isn't it?
That shouldn't ever come up. Regardless, like it doesn't matter in any walk of life, unless 100. I'm the one who I agree. No one should talk about, or if you bring it up, do you know what I mean? The only time you talk about someone's partner is if that person's there and they bring it up and invites people in for an opinion. Other than that, why is the other person's spouse coming up in any way, shape, or form?
Agreed.
It's very cheeky.
And unless she rang up and like cuss someone out and it's like, oh, did you hear the way she went in on, man? Like, that would be the only reason it would come up. You get what I'm saying? Other than that, that is bang out of order on another level. I can't believe you did that.
Apparently, it's why Ozil left her, because she wasn't committed. She was committed to the street.
Oh, hold on. It was true.
It was Ozil's ex-girlfriend.
See, you just done what Perez did there.
Oh, no, I'm still not going to talk about it. But I'm saying, if it was true, then I get Ozil must have really felt a bit like, that's peak still.
She was GTA, you know. Man said she was GTA, committed to the streets. Sweeping in the streets.
UK Beat says, if you could sign one player each, who and why, please? Matt, who are you signing?
Well, any player in world football?
Yeah. I think it's open-ended, so yeah, go for it.
Killing Mbappe. Even though he missed a penalty, I still think he's the guy. I think, for me, he's generational still. I think he's going to learn. He's going to get better. And I think he can play right wing, left wing, centre forward. It don't matter. The guy's quality, and that's a marquee signing I think we should look at if he does decide to leave. You know what I mean? That's my take. And if not him,
we really don't need those non-shooters around here, you know, Matt.
No, allow it. Because you know what, though, Drip? Allow it. Do you know why I say that, yeah? Do you know why I say that? There's some top shooters, yeah, top shooters in world football that I've missed. You said it, Baggio, yeah? Baggio flop, bruv. Remember Baggio had the ponytail, you know? All moving like Cammy from Street Fighter. I thought he was a bad man. So let's not.
I think I can almost get to Matt as much with Mbappe as I can with Navi. You know,
it's not that. No, it's not that. It's just a thing where let's not, because again, it's a tournament, innit? Like anything can happen in a tournament. I've said this before.
Ramping, man.
No, I know. I know you're ramping. But I'm just saying, like, even for people that think you're being serious, bruv, like, there's people that think you're being dead for real, you know? And they will generally think, Mbappe not the guy, you know? Like, he's a flop and ready to test. Like, bruv, don't even put it in the universe. Don't do it.
There cannot be anybody who thinks I'm being serious.
No, bro. All I'm going to say is, they're not on our wavelength. Just
I was going to say something, but it's just going to be...
Yeah, do you know what it is?
I'm not going to say because it's going to cause controversy.
All right, I'll push that this year.
Oh, what? You're going to jump in on Mbappe, yeah?
Bro, there's people that believe that statement because there's certain people that believe, yeah, and I'm going to go deep here, that what happened with England, you know what I'm saying? And I'll leave it there. There's certain people that think that's true, innit? That's what I'm going to say. Certain people.
I'm not gonna say Drift.
I thought I was gonna TK up on.
No.
I was gonna be like, the slam dunk, the thing.
You wanted the alley oop, basically, man.
Yeah. But I thought, let's not.
I can't. I'll say it to you guys privately because I think it's what I say. It's gonna cause a bit of a stir, and I don't want us to go down a rabbit hole.
But Cal with the basketball reference there, I like that.
No, of course.
I'm doing my research.
He's a sportsman. He's a sportsman.
I'm doing my research.
He's a sportsman.
Double alley oop, I'll dunk it, innit?
So you're saying Mbappe as well, Drew?
Oh no! The player that I would want if I could have anybody ever would be
Haaland or Kane.
Yeah, it would be Kane. It would be Kane. Because I was just trying to think if an attacking midfielder maybe tickles me more now that I feel like if we go to a 4-2-3-1 for that creativity, but I probably still would go with Kane. I mean, even during the Euros, the way I saw Kane dropping deep, spraying passes out wide and all that kind of stuff. Like even like he was the one who played the ball through to Sterling for one of the goals in the group games. He's the one who put the ball out wide for Trippier to play in with a nice cross. Like even the way he's just dropping in and doing little things like that. And I'm thinking, Sterling and them man, they're not gunmen the way that Mane and Salah are. If they were the ones getting on the end of these passes from Kane, if he was dropping in and playing these passes, I think Kane probably is still the one that I would want. Yeah.
But let me ask you this though, I wouldn't even say stir the pot. Yeah, and this ain't even me hitting back you. It's more of a case of, would you want a striker at your club that no matter what he does, he can't win nothing? He hasn't won anything. So you see how we talk about, and we
can't go that deep.
Bro, I'm asking. No, but hear me out. Bro, there's a method. No, but there's a method to my madness. Hear me out, and this ain't even an attack. I'm just hear what I'm saying though. Mbappe's won trophies, whether they're small or big, but Mbappe's won. What's he won a World Cup? I think it is. Yeah. So he's already 30. He's won League R. It's easy, so we give him that. We say it's easy, and he's won a couple, whatever. That's calm.
This I'm not gonna lie, this is perfect for Joe Rogan like sound effects.
Yeah, and I'll be real. And I'll be real. Harry Kane is a bad boy striker, Jiv.
Oh,
he's serious, yeah.
Ow!
But when it comes to big tournaments, yeah, would you say he was even would you say he was England's player of the tournament? I personally wouldn't know.
Definitely. No, he wasn't. No.
Again, would you say that people said, is he injured? Is he carrying something? You're asking a question. And all of the goals that he kind of scored were kind of put on a plate for him. He goes back to Tottenham, probably ain't going to win nothing. Yeah? Is that a striker that you want? A striker that's trying to achieve something, but they don't know what it's like to win? Because you want to know what's so funny? Liverpool fans were screaming for Henderson to come on England's pitch. Why? Because they were like, he's a winner, he knows how to win. Harry Kane is on that pitch. You don't know. Haaland, and I'm giving Haaland the pass because he's younger. Kane is 28. Do you think there's a reason why? And again, maybe I'm being silly here, Drift. Only Man City that are bid for him. Is it the money or is it because other teams even think, do you know what? He's sick here, but he's 28. We ain't going to get much out of him more. Is he still the guy? That's just a genuine question, And I'm not even brushing Kane. Genuine question.
I think the only reason why Man City, the only team going for him at the moment, is because they're the only team that can afford him.
Yeah. I'm just asking the question. Yeah.
I genuinely think Kane has got enough loyalty to Tottenham that he wouldn't go to Chelsea. And they're the only other team that can afford him. Because remember, he said he wants to break the Premier League record and whatnot. I don't think he wants to go abroad.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
When it comes to I get what you mean about being a winner, but I think Kane is a winner mentally, even though he's not a winner physically. Like he doesn't have that it doesn't matter kind of attitude like a lot of other players. That you can tell he wants to win, he just ain't got people around him to win. And remember, people like Salah, for example, who I'll put in the same bracket where he has that mentality of wanting to be a winner, but he was never around winners. He hadn't won anything before we bought him. And then he won everything with us. You know what I mean? You don't have to have...
Basel.
All right, but that's like PSG where it's like very...
Still one though, bro.
All right, fair enough. But the competition
he has that feeling.
Is a lot easier there.
I know you're saying that, Drift. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, if anyone wants to doubt Kane now, clip this up and remember when I said this. When he's gunning man down in that sky blue shirt, yeah, when he is gunning man down, we're all gonna be like, I really wish Man City never got Harry Kane.
Do you know what? What you're saying, I don't disagree with. But what it is though is that apparently they've reportedly bid 100 mil, yeah. If I'm Daniel Levy and he's 28, I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm accepting that, you know, maybe try and get 120. But when I'm seeing Spurs ask for 150 and foolishness like that, I think to myself, he might even stay there. You know, Harry Kane could become one of those strikers, like one of the greatest strikers of his generation, not to win anything. And that's why I kind of feel like he actually made a mistake. He made a mistake, so he's signing that extension. And that's no disrespect to Spurs, by the way. I think it's just a case of Spurs, you could see where they were going when they lost the Champions League final to us. That deflated them. When they were poaching, they were on the come up. That was their year to kind of do what we did and to start, you know, progressing and, you know, make bigger signings and whatnot. They never did that. Harry Kane, for me, again, bro, he's sick. I'll take him at Liverpool. But do you know what worries me? He's that he's getting into that window, brother, of that he's 28 years of age. He hasn't even sniffed what, like, I don't even want to say it, but like winning something is like, do you know how peak that must be? And then you got to wonder, does it play on his mind? Is it a mentality thing? This guy always gets injured. Mentality on the biggest stage when it really mattered for England. Did he really step up? People are saying no, he didn't because didn't have no shots on goal against Italy. It was kind of a little bit anonymous. Like, and again, that's just England. I'm using a small section. It's one tournament, but you got to ask yourself though, as great as he is, bro, I do think, in my opinion, I wouldn't put him first. And these are the reasons why I wouldn't, because when you've got an Mbappe or Haaland, bro, dare I say it, an older brother than him, Lewandowski, for me, they're more certified. I just have to, you know. But
his hunger might make him a better acquisition.
It may be. No, you could be right, though. You could be right. Kane has to leave now, bro. If he doesn't leave Spurs this season, I don't know what his career is going to look like. He's just going to go down as one of them brothers that's like, do you remember Kane? Oh, he was sick.
No. He'll break the Prem record still.
No, he will, but we're always going to go, but he never won nothing. Like, not one trophy. Don't you find that mad?
Maybe an FA Cup. He might win a domestic cup. It won't be the league or the
for Harry Kane's stature, that is not good enough. People criticize Steven Gerrard to this day, yeah, for not winning Prem.
Yeah,
but you know we throw no. No, it is. But do you know what we always throw at them? Champions League, can't say nothing. What's the biggest whistle? Like Champions League and Premier League are like that. It depends how you see it. That's why no one can't speak to Gerrard. But if Gerrard didn't win that Champions League, people will be coming for him. Harry Kane needs to make sure
everything but the champions.
No, but I still feel like people would have a go at Gerrard and be like, look at the talent, and he only won an FA Cup and a Kall-in Cup. But because he won the Champions League, it almost overrides everything, bruv. Yeah. Harry Kane in today's game, one of the best. Yeah, he's one of the best. He's got to win something, bro. Has to. Like big again, trophy.
That's the team he's with, not him. You know what I mean? He does everything in his power for Tottenham to succeed, and everyone around him fails him. The man bangs in over 20 goals every season and has done for like 7 years now. It ain't his fault, bro. It ain't his fault.
No, it might not be directly, but again, remember when I had this conversation with you about mentality and I was like about Aubameyang, and I'll make this quick, by the way, because I'm eating up bare time. Remember when I said to you, if Aubameyang signs that contract extension at Arsenal, then I feel like his mentality is a bit lost because he just wants the paycheck. He's not willing to. If you're being realistic, you're not really. And I'm not disrespecting Arsenal fans when I say this, by the way. I mean it with love when I say this. At that time, Arsenal don't look like in a position where they're going to challenge for major trophies. That somewhere down the line, I think they will, because I think Arsenal are going to get their stuff together. But at that time, when he signed that extension, Aubameyang was probably thinking, "Don't want the money, or should I go somewhere else?" Remember when he was when they signed him on that new deal? Yeah. Bro, the same thing for Kane. Like, why did you sign that deal? Was it 2 years ago or something like that? Bro, like, you can see where Spurs are going. Like, why not even then, like, ignore that extension and try and get the move? I was kind of baffled, but then I thought,
no, but you know, at the time, to be fair to Kane, at the time, Tottenham were doing well when he signed that deal.
No, but you say, well, no, they were improving. Well is when you're winning things, bro.
3 years ago, right? He's got 3 years left on his deal and he signed a 6-year deal. So that was 3 years ago. Bro, when 3 years ago, they got to the Champions League final. Poch had them playing ball. They were doing well.
No,
I don't feel that anybody can say it was a bad decision at that time.
No, but
to sign a new deal, bro.
But you know, I would say, realistically, when you consider well is actually when you win something. So even though what you're saying is kind of true, because I agree as well. 18-19 is when Liverpool really stepped up because we got to the Champions League final and we won it. That's when we started doing well. 17-18 was like we released the mixtape, yeah. 18-19 we dropped the album. Then 19-20 we went platinum. No one could stop us. Went on tour, got Beyonce, got Rihanna, got whoever you wanted. That's what we did, yeah. And last season, everyone decided to be like, do you know what? Yeah, you see the album, I love it, but we're gonna have to go our separate ways, you know. And that's when we started dropping like flies with all the injuries, and everyone was like,
it was solo. It was solo album.
Yeah, the band broke up and that. The band broke up, so that's how I see it.
Robbie
and I hope you're
Williams
part of that analogy because I was thinking about that one while we was talking. Still, I can't.
Justin Timberlake, NSYNC. That's what that was.
Bro.
But you've also got to remember that with Kane being an actual Tottenham boy, that will always play an extra part. Aubameyang's not an Arsenal boy. And plus at 32, Aubameyang making that decision is like that's 4 years ahead of Kane, where you're like, rah, bro, this is actually your last chance to win a trophy. You've got very few years left, and you're going to sign with a team that's probably looking like you won't. Whereas when Kane was 25 when he signed that deal, I don't think that was a bad contract to sign at 25. Tottenham were on the up; they were doing well.
Do you know what?
Like, I don't think that was a bad contract. It just looks bad because of the way it went. But we got to be honest, no one could have foreseen Tottenham ending up with Mourinho and it all going mad like that while Poch was in his peak. No one. Do you get what I mean? So hindsight is easy to make judgments with. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to check when he signed that new deal because I'm not too sure when he signed it, yeah? Bro, all right, here's the... All right, he signed it. It just come out now on BBC, yeah? Bro, he signed it in 2018.
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years ago. That's what
Yeah. So when he saw Spurs going into the Champions League final, if I'm Harry Kane, you have to be real. Don't you assess?
He wasn't in. He signed it before they got to the Champions League final. We got to the Champions League final 18-19. Remember, it was 19.
All right. So what I'm trying to say is this, though. He signed it.
So that season, when he signed it, was technically when they were so good. You could see the progression.
They weren't.
He signed it. He signed it in June 2018.
Oh, so he signed it. He signed it before the start of the next season.
Before the start of the season. And at that point, Poch had them playing well.
No, but he did. But me personally, and again, it's hindsight. I would have said, you know what? I'm gonna hold off. You know, I'm gonna hold off and see what's going on. Because I'm gonna be real, bruv. When you've got the ambition of being the best, your mentality is different. You're gonna be thinking like, I'm gonna see how we do in the Champions League final. Like, I'm really gonna see how we do. I'm gonna see how I feel.
But Matt, would you think like that if you were already at Liverpool, as a Liverpool fan?
You wouldn't, bro.
Well, here's the thing.
Because I know I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna lie.
Here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Steven Gerrard, wasn't he quabbling over his future before the Champions League final? Yes or no?
Yeah, he was, but that's a club were messing him about. He wanted to sign, but the club were messing him about.
Right, that is true. But Gerrard was like, I'm gonna see you all go on red to and I'm not saying Gerrard wouldn't have signed. I'm just saying Gerrard, the mentality of wanting to be the best, even he had this, even if it's the slightest bit of doubt, was like, do you know what? I'm gonna wait and see where I go on, you know. Harry Kane doesn't know who's going to be manager for Tottenham every single year. Doesn't know who the owner's going to be. He can only know that what he can do. And he's looking at that Spurs team. He must know deep down, unless they make some ridiculous signings, bro, they weren't really going to challenge for a title. Like, they just weren't. They could improve. And that's just me. Maybe I'm spitballing, but
here's the mistake. Mistake you made, bro. And this is because I know we've got to get into the super chats. Here's the mistake.
Yeah.
Harry Kane looked Daniel Levy in his eye, and Daniel Levy said, bro, I promise you, if we're not doing well in 2 years or even 3 years, I will let you go. But I'm giving you this contract so both of us have an understanding that we know we both want the best for this club and we're both going to try and get the club where we want. So Kane felt comfortable because he trusted a man who he's known his whole professional life. It is Levy who's the one who's turning around and doing him dirty by not honouring that gentleman's agreement that they had and letting him go for a reasonable price. You're pricing him out the market at 150. You just are. You're deliberately.
Yeah, for real.
You're pricing him out the market. See that 100 mil bid plus Bernardo Silva? How on earth did Tottenham say no to that?
Because
how on earth did Tottenham say no?
You can't say that. He's valuable to Tottenham. 150 is not priced him out. 150 is what the value of their player.
But you did promise the guy, and your word should be your bond.
But this is business.
You know what I'm saying?
Brother, that don't mean nothing, bro.
It doesn't, but it should, bro.
No, of course it should, but it doesn't.
But there you go.
But also, I'm sure they never said a set price either.
Yeah, but 150, he's just pricing him out of a move. Like, he just is.
No,
he's doing it on purpose. He knows what he's doing.
Of course he is, Drift. I would do the same. If I had an asset I didn't want to sell, but someone's pushing me to sell it, I'm going to mark it up at a price that's going to make it even remotely in a position where I think I might consider it. But I don't want to sell it. If you said to me, Cal, I want your laptop. My laptop might be valued at £1,000. I don't want to sell it to you. And you're like, no, I really want it. I'm going to say, all right, 1.5.
No, but if you promised me you were going to sell it to me 2 years ago, but now you just changed your mind and you know I need it for uni, then it would be, but bro, you said you were going to sell me.
Well, I'll still sell it to you, but I'm going to sell it to you at the price I want to sell it to you at.
Yeah, but now you're buying it.
No, I'm not, Drift. It's
if you want to put it like that, bro,
it's the same thing we did with Coutinho. It's the same thing we did with Coutinho.
Silva and Sterling being added to the value actually means it was probably more than 150, the actual value of the offer. No, so it was Jesus and Bernardo, right?
It's the same thing we did with Coutinho. It's the exact same thing.
No, because we didn't promise Coutinho we'll sell him.
I reckon we did. I reckon
not before he signed his contract. It wasn't like when he was signing the deal, we're like, yeah, in 2 years we'll sell you if we're not doing well. That was different.
But it was the same with Suarez. Suarez signed a contract in January because we had an agreement to sell him in the summer. We were going to sell Coutinho. It was going to happen.
I mean, I still think
got moved forward.
But I'm just saying, Man City offered 150. Jesus and Bernardo Silva, they're worth 50 mil between them easy.
But when it comes to the team that sells, that's what the value is, isn't it? It's whether you want to reach it or not. I don't think Levy's doing anything wrong, in my opinion.
Not wrong, but it's just immoral.
Is there really many morals in football, though, Drift?
There should be.
Yeah, just as a disclaimer, obviously, the player I'm picking is Haaland. I think everyone knew I was always going to pick Haaland anyway. Haaland's the one I'd want at Liverpool. 1975 Jamrock. So, no, I'm talking about in one window regarding all the players to go. I'm not talking about one window, sorry. Some of that should have started last year and continued this year and next. The squad should have been turning over from last summer. Some have lost their age. That's a fair point. A-Spec Limited says, Matt, your mic sounds crispy, can't lie.
Appreciate that, man. Trying to upgrade in that, you know, we move at Kop-Ish, people. We upgrade. We're looking to always do the best. Man.
Oh, that's why you're talking about Beyonce. Okay.
She can hear me now. Hear me now. Hear me now.
1975 Jamrock says it's not age, they lost their edge and they're becoming stagnant. Expect Limited says we can't underestimate the effect bringing quality players has on the current stars. It will raise their game. Freshness is key as well as depth. Completely agree with that. 1975 Jamrock also says some of our fans might be more aggressive in wanting new signings than Klopp and Edwards. Both of them prefer internal solutions first. I'm going to come back to that. And then Bogdan says Mo is a winner because he goes mad when losing. Magic Mastermind says Liverpool from 2018 to 2020 was like when MJ released Thriller. We need to come back like he did with Vengeance. I think there's a massive myth that Klopp always prefers internal options first. I really think that's a myth. I think Klopp's very clear about the means he's working under. Klopp's not an idiot. Klopp knows the stance of the club. That's what he was brought in to do. Whether he wants to stay and continue that beyond his contract remains to be seen. But Klopp's not stupid. Klopp's not going to go to the owners and say, look, I want to sign Grealish, Mbappe, and bloody Varane, because he knows what the answer is going to be.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between wanting to use internal solutions first or knowing that you have to do that first. For example, I may have a wall in my house that needs repainting. I'm not going to go straight on the phone if I haven't got enough money and start calling around painters. I'm going to do it myself. Might not be as good of a job, but I've got to look for an internal solution first because I've not got the means to go out and ask a painter to do it. That's not me saying I want to do it. I'm saying I have to do it. And I think that's where the misconception is. It seems as though loads of people seem to think that Klopp wants to rely on Harvey Elliott and all these players. You honestly think if Klopp was offered the option to get a Grealish, he's going to say, no, I don't want Grealish. I want to stick with Minamino and see if he works out. Like, is anyone really believe Klopp's going to be like that?
No, no one.
I do.
No.
But I
No
just feel
way.
like he's evolved. No, I do. I feel, because I believe when Klopp said he wishes there was no money in football and it was about developing talent and giving time to young players, I believe him. But he's obviously adapted because you have to. And now he knows I can't really do that, or I'm never going to be the best. I have to buy it. Like, I believe he wants to be like a development coach, bring through young players, make Harvey Elliott a star. I do believe that he genuinely, deep down, that is what he wants to do.
That's fair enough, Drift. But I want a beard and I want big calves, bro. But I know I can't have that. So I've got to work around it. Like, of course, like if you ask 95% of the managers, they'll say what Klopp says, but they also work in a real world where they know that in order to get the best talent, sometimes you probably got to spend the most money.
No, I don't know. No, I think Wenger, Klopp, I think them guys are kind of an anomaly. I think most managers are like us. They're just going to play Football Manager and buy all the top boys.
No, bro. Well, no, bro. You can't say that because 95% of the teams aren't global superstar teams. Like,
no, I'm talking about the big boys, not general managers. I mean, like the big boys. I think most of the big boys, they just want to buy the best and be the best, bro.
Yeah, but that's because they're in a position where they can do that, or they've been in that position quite a lot in their career. Klopp's never been.
Or maybe they're not good enough to do otherwise.
Maybe, but we'll never know with some of it. Like with Pep, for example, and again, I'm not just trying to draw him out. We probably will never know just how good Pep is because he will always go somewhere where he's got good funds or more funds than his competition. He's done it throughout his whole career.
Yeah, but he does always improve young players, so I think his one's kind of obvious.
Well, it's a lot easier to improve young players when you buy great stars around them as well.
Not always buying them, bro. Foden, Iniesta, like there's certain man that he didn't buy. He was just a part of the youth academy and helped breed them man through. Bro.
Iniesta broke through before Guardiola was
there. Well, Busquets, Messi, like these players.
Messi was established. Messi was established before Guardiola.
No, but he was a part of the youth setup when those guys were coming through. He was.
Yeah, we could have all been part of the youth setup with Messi and Iniesta, bro. Like.
No, but I mean, he played a valuable role, like especially like Pedro, Busquets.
Pedro and Busquets are 100%.
He definitely played a part in these guys' life and their development, 100%.
1975 Jamrock says, "I'll debate you on that, Cal. Klopp's a coach at heart." Again, I agree.
Yeah, no,
I agree.
listen.
But why did Klopp go out and buy Van Dijk for 75 mil and Alisson for 65 mil then?
So here's the thing. In a perfect...
Sorry, Matt. Because he could have stuck with Karius and said, "I want to coach him to make him better."
Do you know what that leads me? And this is what I was going to say. Jurgen Klopp, don't get me wrong, he's coaching before anything, before going to sign a player, right? But at the same time, he knows that in this day and age, that as good as he is as a coach, when you've got other teams spending a certain amount of money, you have to be able to compete with them. He's not stupid. Like what Cal said, he had to go and get Van Dijk. He has to go and get Alisson. He has to go and get Robert. He knew that, yes, every now and again, I have to splash the cash. But what he isn't, though, is one of those managers that if there's an issue in a certain position, he just automatically thinks, I've got to buy a person. I've got to go and buy the next guy, like a Pep Guardiola. Remember, when Pep had...
like a Mourinho.
No, I'm going to use Pep because... The reason I said it, because remember, when Pep had Danilo and when he had the other left back here, he sold them and got Mendy... and he got Cancelo.
He bought Mendy, Walker, and Danilo in one window. If I'm not mistaken.
In one window. No. All right. So, but I remember there was a right back. Danilo come after Cancelo. Sorry, Danilo come before Cancelo, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying in one window. If I'm not,
they all come at the same time. I don't think.
Yeah. No, I'm almost certain. Danilo.
No. Cancelo come a year after, bro.
No, I never said Cancelo, bro. I said Danilo, Walker, and Mendy, I think, signed in the same summer.
I think couldn't have. Cancelo came after Walker.
No, Danilo, bro. Danilo.
No, Danilo came first before all of them.
That's what I'm saying. I said Danilo, Walker, and Mendy came in the same summer.
Oh, sorry. I get what you're saying. Yes. So I'm hearing you wrong, bro.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is this though. You see them players there that he bought, like the Danilo who obviously came first. What I'm trying to say is this. He was like, yeah, he ain't working. I'm gonna get Cancelo. Yeah, see the goalkeeper? Bravo. Yeah, he ain't working. Let me go and get Edison. The centre-back situation. I had Otamendi. Yeah, he ain't working. I have Mangala. He ain't working. I'm gonna just keep swapping around. And he can do that. He doesn't think like, right, I can coach them and get them better. I think Pep is more shrewd in a sense of Pep can look at you and just go, you either got it or you don't. I think with Jurgen Klopp, I think gives you more of a chance to prove yourself. So even if you fail the first time, I think he's gonna stick with you until he's like, nah, do you know what? This guy just ain't good enough. Because when you think about it, yeah, Moreno was there for how long? Shouldn't have been there. Should have been dashed out the door. Yeah. And I know Drift won't like me saying this, but I have to be real. He saw Dejan Lovren, knew was good, but knew that he wasn't going to be the staple of his centre-back partnership. So he got Van Dijk. He got Matip as well. So I think if you deep it, yeah? If you deep it.
I'm not even saying you're talking rubbish, Matt, at all, because what you're saying is true. The only reason why I was not necessarily defend Pep, but the only reason why I'll say it's a little tiny bit unfair in regards is I think the reason why Pep was moving like that wasn't because he's just you're not good enough to try again, you're not good enough to try again. Other than Bravo, I think because he has a very specific system, he just needs to find a player with the attributes that fit the system. Whereas this is why I said we should use Mourinho more as the checkbook manager.
No. Pep is the guy.
Hear me out. Because Mourinho will have a defender who has got all the attributes he wants, but isn't just good enough. And then he'll just replace him. And he'll replace him with like for like. He'll go and get the exact same type, but just slightly better. And then if he don't like him, he'll go and get the exact same type, just slightly better.
But bro,
at least what Pep is doing is Pep's looking at Kall-in and he's looking at Sagna and he's thinking, it's not even that you're crap. You just can't play my system. So I'm going to go and get such and such and such and such because they can play my system. It's not like he went and got a player exactly the same as Kall-in. You'd be like, well, why don't you just stick with Kall-in? He's like, I just wanted to spend money. That's what Mourinho does.
No. But funny you said it, yeah. Because if you look at Kall-in, look at Mendy. I'm gonna be real. A top Kall-in. Is he on the same level as? No, hear me out.
Kall-in can't talk to him.
Bruv, no, but hear what I'm saying.
Left back of the season when they signed.
No. All right, this is one thing I'm gonna get annoyed about. If anyone, in my opinion, yeah, thinks Mendy is sick, I'm not having it, bruv. I'm gonna be real. Every time they've won the league, Mendy's been a passenger.
Matt, you're doing it in hindsight. You're doing it in hindsight. When they signed Mendy, he was the left back of the season.
Yes, and he's come to City.
So
what are you talking about then? Hindsight. But that don't make sense then, bro, because Zinchenko is the guy that's done better than Mendy. What do you mean?
Yeah, because Mendy's had brutal injuries. No.
I hear you, but what I'm trying to say is what you just said about Mendy being the best defender. But where?
No. He fit the system. He was different to Kall-in, so it made sense. Pep didn't just go and get exact same player just spend money. He got someone who, let's be honest, Mendy's attacking ability is way better than Kall-in.
No. I hear that. All right, but if you say Pep buys players for the system, fair enough. But buying a left back for 54 million. A left back at 54 million pretty much plays in any system. So
not necessarily. Mendy was for an attacking setup. If you were playing defensive football, you couldn't buy Mendy.
All right, but Klopp buys players for his system, but doesn't have the wealth of buying 3 fullbacks in one summer for a total of almost 140 million. So
yeah, no, but I'm not making a comparison between.
No, but that is a checkbook manager because
to say Pep just spends for the sake of it, because I don't think he does.
I don't think that's a checkbook manager. No. A checkbook manager for me is someone who looks at the squad and whenever there's one issue, he goes above and beyond with the money and the riches that he has to fix it. Like we bought Konate because we are lacking a centre back. Last season, Pep was lacking a centre back. He bought Diaz and he bought Ake. And before that, he had bought Laporte. And he bought Stones as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro, no, but sorry, Cal, sorry to cut you, but and this is why when I say, yeah, like Pep looks at it very shrewdly and goes, you either got it or you don't. And in his mind, he's like, if you ain't got it, all right, I'm gonna get rid of you. All right, let me see who's next. I'll go and get him. And that's when I said with Jurgen Klopp gives you more of a chance. He's more like,
oh yeah,
like,
yeah, that's not
and
what
that's
you
when
that's
no,
not
but and that's when I brought out the Moreno thing, bro. You see, Pep, yeah. I think Pep is a sick manager. Don't get twisted. Pep is in my opinion, Pep is still one of the greatest coaches, yeah, ever. I'm not even denying that. But what I'm also not going to deny, though, is that if he hasn't got a certain amount of money to keep improving and find out what works best for him, I'm not gonna lie, you might be able to start seeing some flaws, because take away some of that money that he's had, and you're basically saying to him, can you improve Clichy? Can you improve Sagnan to be in your system? Because let's be real, everyone that Jurgen Klopp has bought has taken time to adapt. Fabinho, we didn't see man for about 3 months. You want to know why? Because he had to adapt. That meant coaching. Robertson, it meant coaching. Bear man, it meant coaching, you know, bro. Whereas Pep Guardiola is like, well, if I see something in the first couple, however games, like you ain't got it.
I don't think he's that.
No, obviously, brother, I'm over exaggerating, but at the same time, he's way more shrewd than Klopp. Klopp, take time and build you up and make sure you are ready.
But that's because
and this isn't me defending
Pep.
This isn't me defending Pep, yeah. But is Pep not always under way more pressure though? Because if you deep it, we know at Liverpool, Klopp has created his own pressure through his own brilliance. When he took over at Liverpool, we were pretty crap at the time, right? And we were in demand of the league other than just our history and what we know we should be at. But we knew, right, top 4. Please, Klopp, I beg you just get us back in the top 4.
Yeah. I guess so.
For 7 years. Every time Pep's at a club, that club is the minimum demand you win the league. Barca, Bayern, and City, the minimum requirement was you win the league and then you better get us some Europe on top.
And why is that? But why is that also?
Got pressure on him where I can kind of understand where he don't have the time to go, yeah, I can give him a little bit more time to develop because his head is on a stick if he don't win the league.
But you want to know something, Jim? It also comes with the money that you spend. Here's the thing as well. We got to remember, you put pressure, on yourself by the amount of money that you spend. So in any, let's say for example, Ronald Koeman, don't get it twisted. He's under pressure because he's at Barca, right? But if he would have spent 300 mil or whatever, brother, if he didn't win the league, he would have been gone. But right now, he's still got a job, right? And I get there in the transition, they're broke or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is this, though. When you spend a certain amount of money, you're adding pressure to yourself. So you're basically banking on yourself, innit? If you're saying to the club, give me X amount, and the club give you that, of course you're going to be under pressure. Because you just said to the club, double down, and I will get you these trophies. So if you can't, so that's why when we talk about Pep Guardiola, bruv, I think he's one of the greatest. But let's not act like Pep doesn't spend money, so he's also going to put more pressure on himself. Because
he didn't spend money in his first season, did he?
What at City when he came in? I don't think he bought.
Did he buy anyone that year?
I'm pretty sure he bought.
I'm not sure, but bro, he spent the most. Again, it's Man City.
He definitely took a year and just evaluated his squad and saw what he had. He didn't just come in and do a Mourinho and brought 8 man with him.
No, but when he came in, I'm generally trying to think when he came in. I'm generally trying to remember.
I know he bought Bravo. Part of me thinks he bought Bravo.
He did buy Bravo.
Bravo might have been the only change he made.
Was it only Bravo?
I'm pretty sure he bought Stones as well.
Maybe Stones, yeah. But they did need centre back, so that wasn't even him kind of throwing his weight around.
Someone said Stones and Bravo. But again,
and Gundogan apparently.
But again, what I'm saying is
Sane.
This. Yeah. Oh, how can I? Yeah. But bruv, what I'm saying is this,
in his first season.
Yeah. He bought Sane, bruv. He bought Sane from us. We were trying to get Sane.
To be fair, that was when Sane was unknown. He was a promising talent at that point. He wasn't a
40 million.
Yeah, he was.
No, but he was what 18 or so. He was like a promising talent. It wasn't like he was already a made.
And then in the January he bought Jesus.
Yeah, he did.
Did he buy De Bruyne as well? I'm sure he
did. No, De Bruyne was there before. De Bruyne was before, year before he got there, I think. Year before.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. But what I'm saying, always say is this, though, Drew. You know me, I probably rate Pep more so than Carl, but at the same time, you can't deny the fact of if he has an issue, he more so looks at it and goes, all right, do you know what? You see that player right there? I'm not happy with him. We need to go and get someone else. Jurgen Klopp would do the whole, I'm not happy with this guy, you know. Right, we're going to have to work on him. We're going to work on him until the wheels fall off. If the wheels fall off, then we'll go and get someone else. A la Moreno and certain other man. And that's the thing, bro. Yeah.
I agree. But is that me and you being naive and Cal's right? Where if he was at a club where the checkbook was always available, Klopp wouldn't go, I'm going to work on this. And would Klopp go, man, I'm just going to go and get someone else.
Here's the thing. We can only go by history.
He's never been at a club where we can judge it because all the clubs he's at are on very tight purse strings.
Bruv, no, what you're saying is very, very true. But again, we can only go by what's happened. And what's happened is every time Pep has gone to a new team, he's allowed it because he's earned it. He's one of the best managers in the world. He's won major trophies. Same thing if Jurgen Klopp. If Jurgen Klopp was to ever go to, say, a Bayern, whatever, he would have earned the right to spend that amount of money. But my whole point is this, though. I just feel like when it comes to coaching, Pep is way more shrewd with it, and Jurgen Klopp is got the way more patient approach where he will keep trying.
When he came in,
yeah, he will still keep trying until he literally is like, all right, you definitely haven't got it. Like, you just haven't got it. I've tried everything. Whereas Pep is like, no, man, you ain't got it, bro. If you can't do them 3 passes that I'm asking you to do, bro, no, you're not the guy. And he'll look at the checkbook and speak to my man and go, yeah, we need a new left back. Jurgen's not like that. He's just not.
Because he can't be.
But I even feel like if Jurgen was given the opportunity, let's say, for example, he was really annoyed with, I don't know, let's just give an example, like Firmino. I don't even think Jurgen's just automatically going to be like, we need a new striker. We just got to get a new striker in. Like, he's crap. Like, Jurgen Klopp will go, do you know what? I'm going to see what I can do. Because you want to know something? He had Firmino in. What did he do? He changed him to a false 9, knowing that he wasn't a striker, worked on his game, got the best years out of him, and still potentially could get more out of him. And only now is he maybe looking at getting in a potential new striker. Obviously, we've got Jota in and whatnot. I just think he's mad patient, bro. He gives you the opportunity and he works on your craft. Yeah. I don't think Pep is the same, in my opinion. I know I'm going off on a bit, but I just don't think Pep is the same as much. I think Pep has to see something with you straight away. If you haven't got it, then he's a bit like, man.
I think what is quite ironic is that Coutinho, Origi, Mane, and Firmino are all players that Klopp admired and tried to sign at Dortmund. And it was a bit ironic that they all played for Liverpool when he got it, isn't it? When you actually think about it. Well, I mean, I know he signed Mane, but obviously it was like almost straight away. It's a bit ironic, isn't it, that Klopp, like, do you think Liverpool maybe had a little inkling we were going to try and get Klopp, so brought a couple man in we knew he liked? Or?
Nah. Remember, he brought Mane, Firmino was bought.
Yeah.
Who else did
Firmino, Origi, and Coutinho were already here. I'm thinking, do you think maybe we knew we were going to try and get him in?
No, Coutinho was here for years. So was Origi. Origi was, well, not for years, but he was just well before.
Origi was.
I'm just trying to pretend that FSG have a forward-thinking strategy.
Do you know what? If I said you did,
they'd be God if they thought like that.
If I said to you right now, Divock Origi, like, you know, there was apparently a bid of about 11 mil and stuff, and people were saying get rid of him. What if I said to you, Origi's doing bits and he's doing madness in training? Would you mind give him a second chance? It's a quick question. No. Yes or no to you, Cal?
No,
would you drift?
No.
Would you drift?
He's never taken away his first chance.
No. Can I tell you why? What would you do? What would you do?
I'm sorry, I was just a bit taken back at how disrespectful Callum's response was.
Do you know what it is? What if I told you, man, in trading he dubs up Konate?
Then I say Konate needs to get acclimatized to the game, or anyone can.
Oh no! Bruv.
Matip's in the background looking like I'm about to do this drill here.
He's like, brother, this is their first week, yeah? First week.
Listen,
bro.
I'm telling you now, I know Origi's time is up and he's got to move on to prove himself. He'll put anyone on his back.
But what if I told you?
That's got to stop.
Man, the only man he ain't putting on his back is Virgil. Everyone else, he's putting
in world football. In world football.
Yes.
Oh, give it a
What
rest.
if I told you? What if I told
Give
you?
it
Can
a
I?
rest,
What if I
bruv.
told you? Even though Origi dropped, man, like Konate's made such an impression in training that even Virgil's like, I need to put this man back down to size. You know when a man comes for your training, he's like, "Yo, big man, settle down. You're the new guy. I'm Verge."
You know what's funny though? Yeah, all jokes aside, yeah. When I was watching the training video the other day,
Yeah.
I must admit I was very impressed with everybody. Everybody, even watching Elliot and like I was very. I know obviously they're only gonna put the good stuff out. I get it, it's propaganda. No, but I'm not gonna lie. Even Simicast was looking ready. Like I'm not gonna lie,
I look sick on the heavy bag as well, Drift. But you ain't gonna throw me in there with flipping Conor McGregor.
Do you know what though? Sorry, just quickly, guys. Sorry to interject as well. You see the video I just said? Sorry, I just showed you. Do you know how big even Konate looks to Van Dijk? Look, I'm gonna play it one more time. Look at their frames.
Yeah, he's wide still.
Bruv,
Yeah,
he's a unit. You see, man's earned respect already from first, you know.
Yeah,
bruv.
Wide still.
No, but we all know from Gomez especially that partnership needs friendship as well. So Konate needs to be integrated into it. Because I don't know if you lot noticed as well in training, Konate was put with the kids. I don't know if you lot noticed it, because in my head I was like, right, this is the initiation. This is where a man's got to prove himself. You don't get to kickball with the big boys. He was in the bit with Jones, Elliot, like it was all the youth man, innit? And Konate was in there. I was thinking, this must be on purpose.
But that was the first. Well, remember, he's 21. Yeah, he's 21. That was his first day, and I don't know why they even did that. But I'm not gonna lie. If I see that again, I'm writing a letter to LFC because I don't want to see. I don't want to see IK5 disrespected like that, bro. This is you said back in.
Earn your spot, bro.
Nah, bro. When I'm seeing the hologram appear every now and again next to certain man, that can't happen to IK5, bro. It's not happening. But we move still.
Yafu says, "Do you think it's time to start rating Maguire?"
He's all right.
He's just good for me.
I mean, you can go into any shop and buy a good fridge, right, Drift?
He's just good. He's just good.
Even if you've got a drink dispenser at the front, it'll break at some point.
There you go, man. There you go.
Mr. Dare I say it, Drift says, in the last 3 years, only 2 players have broken into the starting 11, Thiago and Jota. Plus, in the last 3 years, we've signed 10 players, including 2 teams. There's a lot. It's hard to break into that starting 11.
Indeed.
It's kind of like we're not buying good enough to break in, but I get the point, though.
Well, how many times do we go? Hi, buddy. How many times do we go through the starting 11 and we say this player's world class, that player's world class?
That is true.
That is true.
But
when you're signing the Minaminos of this world, you're deliberately buying a squad player. You're not trying to make him break into the first team. You're just buying a squad player.
Fair enough. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to
that. Yeah.
MS says fans have been real harsh on Adrian. He actually wasn't a bad backup goalkeeper. People just haven't forgiven him for the Champions League match. MF, respectfully, we'll have to agree to disagree on that one. JK1892 says, if and when Matip is fit, I'd start him alongside Virgil. It's proven partnership and it's the best in my opinion. No need to fix what's broken. I actually agree with that as well.
What's that? Matip's the best partner for Gomez for Van Dijk?
For me, if everyone's fit, Matip starts next to Virgil. For me,
personally. No, do you know what? You're right. No. I'm going by what we've seen, 100%. But I just think let's see what Ibu can do still.
Yeah.
But I agree with that though.
Sam Max Legend says, don't get the LFC transfer policy. Buying 2 players to plug gaps or build a title-winning team. Unfortunately, it's the former. All the players linked to are Plan B, not Klopp's main targets. He's forced to compromise again. We'll have to see what happens.
We don't know that. Let's just wait and see. Let's wait and see because we don't know for sure, for real, innit?
LFC Aaron says Klopp has spent 500 million in his time with us. Let's not start pretending Klopp is a pauper. The net spend is just good business. All right, I've got to rebuttal that. I have to rebuttal that. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's absolute I can't even. Do you know what I will say to that? Just quickly before you even say anything. Obviously, I think if you're gonna say statements like that, I think you've got to really speak to Daniel Levy first, because if you got to think about statements before you say things. I mean,
I got to rebuttal that.
That's horrible.
If I was to say to you guys, let's say I said to you guys, guess what? I spent 50k on a new car. You'd be like, bro, 50k, yeah? It's going to hit different if I say, yeah, I just spent 50k on a new car, or Matt Drift, I sold my car for 45 and I bought a 50k car. I'm still buying the same car, but it's two very different circumstances.
100.
It's not the same thing. You can't just isolate how much someone spent and then judge them on that. You have to look at what they're bringing in. Like that, for me personally, I think that statement really, really undervalues what Klopp has to work with. Personally, so I think you have to look at what he's brought in, because without the money, he wouldn't have been able to spend the 500 mil.
Fully agree, bro. Fully agree.
Malik says, Matt, I cut your talk last week. I don't know what's Matt. I cut your talk last week. He's Father Diaz. We are not your guys that advertise Konate with like 14. Someone's just trying to troll. It looks like. Do better, bro. If you're gonna troll. 1975 Jamrock says, I'll try to call in because I have 3 questions. Sure thing, bro. Gonna open the line shortly. Magic Mastermind says, net spend since Klopp started, got from transfer market, Liverpool 110 mil, Everton 255, Man City 568, Man United 498, Chelsea 353, Arsenal 308, Spurs 204.
That net spend.
That's
net spend, bro. Net spend.
And that kind of just shows the job Klopp's done. Like, we have got the best manager in world football, which is why I get worried when 2024 comes around.
And if we don't, he's definitely top 2 or top 3.
2024 ain't coming around, Carl. Didn't you know? We're stuck in a time loop, Reggie. He's going to be Liverpool manager forever. What are you saying?
I hope so. And then until Joel Matip stops getting injuries, his name is Job. Bit harsh. Bit harsh there.
Do you want to know what, though? We should honestly be going into this season and we should be looking at Matip as the 5th or the 6th choice centre-back, but that's just how good our quality is, if you get what I mean. Because his reliability is so poor that we should actually be looking at it like he is the 5th or 6th choice. The fact he's probably 3rd or 4th is a little worrying when you think about his injury record. Not his ability, but his injury record.
Fair enough. LFC Aaron, but that is the real world, Callum. You're using the good business model as a negative. Wrong, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's a negative. I've never said sell to buy is a negative transfer strategy. I've said sell to buy is negative if you're rigid with it, and we seem to be quite rigid with it. I don't have a problem with us. Look, if we went and sold Shaqiri, Naby, and Origi, and we were able to use those 3 players' funds to buy Rafinha, I wouldn't mind. My issue becomes when Liverpool aren't able to sell those players, and then we can't get Rafinha, for example. So I don't have a problem with sell to buy, as long as you sell and then buy. But if you don't sell, I still want you to be able to buy, because clearly what you're trying to sell isn't good enough for what you want. Do you see where I hope?
What you're saying makes perfect sense.
And LFC Aaron, I'm not even trying to be rude to you. I hope this doesn't come across rude, but if I've got something broken in my house, I have to buy something to replace it. I can't always look for something to sell to buy something to replace what's broken. So I think that's my frustration. It's the rigidness. It's not the transfer strategy. My thing is fluidity. You have to be fluid. Other teams are fluid. It can't always be Klopp can't sign these players because we haven't released the funds. And again, I'm not saying this is a case for this summer, because the summer's not finished yet. Like
Agreed. Yeah.
if we're sitting here at the end of August and we weren't able to sell Origi, weren't able to sell Shaqiri, weren't able to sell Naby, weren't able to sell all these other players, and we weren't able to get in any of the targets Klopp wanted, then that's the problem. For me, sell to buy shouldn't be too reliant on the selling.
Yeah, no, that's where
Can't
you're
be over reliable. That's my issue. I'll be honest with you. Look, if we could sell a bag of players and that covers all the incomings we've got coming in or want to get, that's fine by me. I don't want us to just spend money for the sake of it. I don't. And again, at LFC Aaron, was Konate sold to buy? As of right now, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't. But
no, but
how
the
many
only
other?
reason why the only reason I'll say pump the brakes on that one is because when you add up all the money that we made when we didn't buy anyone, it might probably still be just a part of the profit. Because remember, we barely bought anyone after 2 seasons of success.
And so we sold Danny Ings that summer as well. So we made a profit that summer. So
yeah, so it's kind of still just back pay money, innit? I haven't used that one for a while, but it's back pay, innit? And again, let's keep it real, yeah. I'm not trying to defend FSG in any way, shape, or form here, but I'm just being honest. We know FSG's model only doesn't work because there's sugar daddies in the game. Because I'll be honest with you, if you eliminate every sugar daddy from football, Liverpool actually would be running in a way where we'd probably maintain our success quite easily. Yeah, like in all honesty, I think Man United is the only obvious team that could talk to us. I genuinely believe you took all the sugar daddies out of football, the way FSG want to run the club would work 100%. It would.
No, that's true, Drift, but that's like me saying if you take R9, Messi, and all these other players out, then this other man's going to be seen as the greatest footballer of all time. It just is what it is, bro. This is what we compete against.
Yeah, no, that is true. But I think that's why we're so angry with FSG. It's just because there's sugar daddies about. I don't actually, if we really deep it, I think the way they want to run the club is okay. It's just it ain't going to get you where we need to go while the sugar daddies are around. And unfortunately, the reality is them man are around, isn't it?
Look, here's the thing. This is, for me, what it boils down to. I've never been a man who sat here and again, if I'm wrong, if there's receipts, if anyone wants to say, Cal, you're lying, you said this on this day, then feel free. I'm more than man enough to say I'm wrong, and I'll admit it. I don't think I've ever sat here and said every summer I want us to spend 150 mil or I want the top players every single summer.
No fans.
I don't think Liverpool fans do. I think a lot of Chelsea fans do because they know they've got that sort of money lying around. But you see, when we're told by FSG things like Klopp can have whatever he wants to get to the next level, or we want to attract the best young talent in the world, we want to keep money back for generational talent. When we hear things like that, and then you see who's on the market this summer, and we have absolutely zero chance of acquiring those players, that's where the frustration starts creeping. And then when you look at the past, well, when you look at the last summer we spent big was because of the Coutinho money. And then you look at the summers before that where we haven't spent big unless we've sold big. And then you look at the summers after that where we haven't spent big. That's where the frustration comes in. It starts to, all right, the Nike deal, for example. Everyone was going crazy about the Nike deal. Oh, we're going to have this money to spend on this player and that player because we're going to get 20%. We ain't heard a peep out of the club about the Nike money. But we hear other things come out of the club. Like we've made profit in this aspect or that aspect. I just want to see some consistency. I want to see that you are committed to making Liverpool the best and that you're not just content with Liverpool getting European football every season.
Agreed.
That's what it is for me. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift said, Cal Matip's real name is actually Job. Okay, fair enough. Aspect Limited says, when Klopp lands at a club with big finances, he's going to dominate and FSG will regret not backing him, in my opinion. Probably. LFC Aaron says, fair enough, nothing wrong with grown-up dialogue. Peace. Indeed, Aaron, indeed. 1975 Jamrock says there was no profit last year and there won't be no profit for this upcoming year. It's as clear as day when they release their finance. How many clubs make a profit? Oh, and this is my thing. Why are we one of the only clubs that sit here and talk about profit and loss all the time? Like, why do we?
Because that's all we do.
What? And again, I'm not saying I want the club to go bankrupt, but why do we celebrate and we go crazy when we're like, yeah, we're 5th richest club in the world? that doesn't.
But we've got nothing. But
that,
but we've got nothing to show for it. Yeah,
trophies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's.
I'd rather be the 10th richest club in the world, but be a regular winner of trophies.
Agreed.
Again, that's just my opinion.
Hold on, Cal. I'm just gonna switch on my light. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Cool.
Answer
Well,
the
I'm
people
gonna
as
start
well.
opening the phone lines.
Yeah, open the phone line. Nah, literally be like 2 seconds. Literally just gonna put on my light.
All right, people. So, as always, when you call in, you'll have a minute 30 to ask your question. You'll have to choose who you'd like to answer your question, unless you have more than one question, and then we will answer your question after you've asked your question or made your comment. Now, usually we have a little, video that if you go over your time, we've got to play just to let you know you stepped over the mark. So this is for you guys if you go over your 1 minute 30, and this is for me, Matt and Drift, if we go over our 1 minute.
Hey, shut your mouth.
I'll play that one more time. You go over your 1 minute 30.
Master, shut your.
If you go over your 1 minute 30, or me, Matt, or Drift go over our 1 minute, this is the video you'll be seeing.
Hey, shut your mouth.
I don't want to have to play that video tonight, people.
All right, that is long. All right, let me quickly put on more.
All right, the phone lines are open, and let's do this, people. All right, so just wait for a few people to join. Let me just set the timers as well.
You know what? I don't want to put the rude part of one of the comments, but I do think it's so true. Only Liverpool fans gloat about net spend. I've never heard any other fan base be proud of how well their club's net spend is. FSG have made us into people who celebrate and talk about so many things that in general we shouldn't care about. Like, honestly, it is actually hilarious. When you really deep it, why are we fascinated with net spend, with player wages, with all these, like, I've been a Liverpool fan for years, yeah? And only recently I've had to care about this shit. Like, I don't know, man. I've never spoken to my brother who's a Man United fan and ever heard him go, yeah, but you know what the wickedest thing is, though? Man's net spending banging rude, but like, I've never, like, he doesn't care. He's like, the car crew 70 mil wasn't good enough. Get rid of him. Who cares? Bring in the next man. Like, we're the only ones who care about this shit, man. It's frustrating.
Trust me. We're bringing our first caller, Mr. Jamrock 1975. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. Again, I'm at work, so I'm on the trading floor, so I can't show my background.
Nah, that's blessed, man.
That's cool, bro.
No, I was just listening to what Drifty was saying just a while ago before I asked my questions. And the reason why you're having more and more clubs talk about net spend, and the reason why Manchester United doesn't, is Manchester United generates probably the second or third most commercial revenue, so they don't have to worry about net spend. Man City has had a couple companies from where they're from. Qatar? No, not Qatar. Where are they from again? The Man City owner. I keep on forgetting, but
UAE.
They've had some companies provide some inflated commercial deals because they were getting in trouble. Yeah, and then Chelsea.
We don't want to get shut down.
For real.
Yeah, and then Chelsea. It's I think they owe like Abramovich like 900 million sterling or pounds in terms of debt. So that's the reason why you have more and more clubs talking about net spend. They don't want to end up like Barcelona or Real Madrid, which what they're going through right now.
I appreciate that, Jam. I get where you're coming from, but even if you just put it on the simpler terms of clubs who don't make as much money, they still don't really care about their net spend. Like, I don't hear Aston Villa even, or Tottenham, or like, I feel like it's like we're obsessed as Liverpool fans with net spend and player wages. It's weird. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, even clubs below us, I don't hear them caring about their net spend. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. I don't know, man. It's just weird.
Anyway, I'll go into my question. It's kind of, piggybacking off one of the questions that I asked, if fans are being a little bit more aggressive in terms of wanting to buy players and what Klopp and Edwards are, because the more I read about Klopp and the more I read about Edwards in regards to their philosophy, and I know Cal said something about, do you really believe Klopp doesn't want to buy players. The more I read about them, Klopp is a coach at heart, and he prefers slow team building. I was reading an interview with Pep Linders talking about Klopp and his philosophy and things of that nature. And he generally believes he can coach his way out of a lot of situations. He prefers to coach his way out of situations before he buys. So the first question is actually to you, Cal, in regards to, do you believe that some fans are being a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little naive in thinking that, yeah, exactly. And then the second one is for you, Drifty. Objectively, who do you think Liverpool should really sell? To take out your feelings towards certain players, who do you think Liverpool should objectively be looking to sell because they've gotten stale, they've lost their edge, and it's probably just time to kind of replenish with someone new? And with that, I'm out.
Mr.
Big
Jamrock,
up for the time,
thank you very
brother.
much, man.
Big up, my bro.
All right, man.
You take care,
Big
yeah?
up.
You too.
All right, then, bro.
I'm
Do you
easy
want
on
to
the
ask first, or?
Yeah, you can go first, bro. I'm easy.
All right, cool. I'm just setting the timer now. All right, so do I think Klopp? Do I think the fans are being over aggressive? Yes, some sections of fans are being over aggressive. I think some sections of fans are very unrealistic with expectations. I think some fans literally want us to sign £100 million players for every position every summer, which is not the case. It shouldn't be the case, in my opinion. I think the majority of fans who think logically and objectively just want to see Liverpool in a position whereby we can challenge regularly on multiple fronts. And I don't think we need loads to do that, but we do need some quality players to do that. And I think the frustration is we're not seeing those quality players coming on a regular enough basis. And I think that's where the frustration is. But on a whole, to answer the question, I think 75% of fans think logically, 25% probably don't. I think Drift's going to pop back in a sec.
Yeah, sir, I made the mistake of letting the mutt in the room and he's pissing me off, man. I'm going to have to dash him out. Yeah.
Your minute starts now, yeah, Drift?
Yeah. If I take every piece of what's the word people throw at me a lot? Sentiment. Football without sentiment is kind of soulless, but fair enough. If I take all my sentiment out of it, I would sell Adrian, Karius, Matip, Nico, Ox, Naby, Shaqiri, Minamino, Origi.
Man's taking this like the marketplace, boy. Selling everything.
Half a pound. Anyone get a pound? Half a pound. Anybody?
Come get Yaman planting, Drift for a pound. Yaman planting, Drift for a pound. Come. You want to sell all of our backups, Drift?
No, but I'm talking about, because Jamrock said they've gone stale. We need to fresh up. They're not good enough. If I'm being honest, all of those guys, I think, should be moved on for injury reasons or they don't contribute enough. You know what I mean?
Fair dues. All right.
And the thing is, I'm seeing a few people being surprised. I said Matip. If we're being honest, Matip's availability is probably worse than Naby, quite comfortably. If we really think about it, I actually think Matip's availability is worse than Naby's.
I don't think it's just availability for Naby though. At this point, I think it's confidence and him actually fitting into our team.
Sorry, that just reminded me. Sorry, I know we're doing the callers now. When someone said that they don't think Klopp's really got any ruthlessness in them, you know what? He does. And I think when he drew Naby off after 36 minutes in the Champions League, I think that was as ruthless as it gets. Like, he was like, I made a mistake, get the fuck off. Like, that was ruthless in my opinion. So he does have it in him. He does.
Very true. Shout out to Daz TV who's in the chat. Shout out to James Redmond TV as well. Go subscribe to their channel.
Big up.
975 Jamrock says also, whether we like it or not, we'll have to sell players because we currently have too many players in the squad. We need to make room for new players. That is facts. We have a very, very glowing squad at the moment.
And the thing is, Cal's the only one here who keeps remembering that whenever we talk about players, that we've actually got a squad where we've got to get rid of some man from
do.
the foreign quota before we even bring them in still.
And that's why we're in such a precarious situation as well here.
And a few people are saying that that's actually the truth behind sending Minamino on loan. It wasn't even Klopp didn't want him to. It was part of the foreign quota.
Right, bringing in the next caller. Jamal, can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, Jamal? I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, what's going on, Jamal? What's going on?
Are you guys good?
Yeah, we're good, bro. How you doing?
We're blessed, man.
How you been?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Cool.
Gonna start your 1 minute 30, yeah, bro.
Right. Yeah. So this is my question for you guys today. For Matt, I want to ask this question. Which will you rather? No, I'll give this question to Callum. Callum, what you rather? Liverpool win a Kall-in Cup or England win the World Cup? Drifty, I'm gonna ask you.
There's gonna be a lot of people who aren't gonna like my answer. I'll just
Drifty, I'm gonna ask you your best popcorn song, your favorite popcorn song. And Matt, I wanna ask you this. Just say you was prime Matt, like when you was best at football. Who in today's game you feel you're better than? Now, Matt, please, I don't want to hear you're better than Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. On a serious note, you're being serious. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like, seriously, like, who do I think?
Yeah.
Bro,
you're better
I appreciate
than this,
that.
Man.
Bro, I'm going to be so honest.
And I'm talking about prime Matt, eh? Not now. I mean, prime Matt. When
this is father Matt. I'm a different guy now, bro. I'm different.
Yeah, when that left foot was doing a madness, that's the kind of Matt.
Bro, trust me. Hey, listen, my left foot was different, Jamal. It was different, bro. And my pace and my trickery. Listen, if I could get some archives, I swear down to you, all you lot, yeah. If I can find some archives, I will show you, man. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Yeah. So that's my 3 question, guys.
Jamal, always a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, thanks. And guys, come on, the likes. I'm watching the likes. We can get the likes.
Trust me, man.
Yeah, man. And subscribe.
500 people watching. Let's get up to 400 likes minimum, please, guys. Scroll up, press the like, and then scroll back down to the live chat, please. Yeah. Peace.
Later, guys. Peace.
Nice one, bro.
Take it easy, Jamal.
Big up, bro.
Who wants to go first?
Not me, because I'm thinking who I'm better than.
Let me check this thing quickly. So, yeah, one of you lot can go first.
I'll go first. Liverpool to win the Carabao Cup or England to win the World Cup? I may annoy a hell of a lot of people here. Everyone kind of knows I'm not really an England fan like that. So, Carabao Cup for Liverpool for me. England winning the World Cup wouldn't really change me or my emotions. I'm going to be honest. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Who's next?
I'll go next.
All right, go on then, man.
Because Drifty's trying to delay and look to the side like he don't know what's going on. Big up Drifty. Who am I better than? In today's game, if I'm being genuinely honest, at my peak, I would say better than a Townsend from Palace. I think I could do more than him. I would say I had more body strength than him. I would say I had better feet than him. And I would say I had a better shot than him. And again, when I say these things, people are going to be like, you're talking reckless. Like, you're going mad. But
the
again,
last one's a big statement.
But remember, though, he's a better player than me. Just because I have better attributes. And again, I'll back myself in it because I think I was faster than him. I think I was techier than him. Like, if you put me against 3 players, don't eat into my time, bro. Come on.
I thought he was talking about Josh.
Callum, stop. Okay, just trying to do me dirty right now. You see the smile?
I missed who we were talking about. I thought this was family affairs. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know what talking about
Andros Townsend.
I say I was a better version of Andros Townsend because right wing. fast, had very good dribbling ability. I was stronger than Townsend, and even now I'm still stronger than him. Shout out Andrews Townsend. He's got a better head than me. No, but Cal, you said you paused it. I thought you paused it.
I did pause it. I restarted it.
Yeah, but I didn't know where I was at. You couldn't even give me a heads up. That yeah, Matt, you got 20 seconds left.
But if I'm being honest, I think you deserve to be shut down right now.
Tell you what, I'm gonna let the first one go for you, Matt, and I'll let the first one go for you as well.
I'll leave it.
After that, no mercy. No, I got that none.
All I say is this: last thing.
But mine was like, "Oh fuck, I'm still good."
You see, Townsend, brother. The only thing you're better than me is you went Turkey and I didn't. Yeah, scrap, pop, 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 pop. Say nothing, blood.
Hey, Townsend's a good footballer. You know?
I was just gonna say, bro.
He's very good. He's very good. But again,
if that's your opinion.
That's just my opinion. I think
I've never seen you play, so I can't sit here and say,
no one seen me play, bro. No one seen me play other than certain man that know. Like certain man that know, Alex, Yemi, my brother Kunle as well, John, Jake. Them brothers know man could play ball. Like I could play ball at a very, very good level. So, but yeah, Andros, what are you saying, fam? What are you saying?
All right, then, Drift. Questions yours now. Your minute starts now.
I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of funny that he asked me what my favorite popcorn song is because
it's popcorn.
Again, more controversy. I'm actually popcorn over Cartel, but we saved that for another show.
Whoa.
Yeah, my favorite.
What? Sorry, Jim, say that again. I'm not in your time. Say that again. Sorry. Pause it. What did you say? Sorry.
I said another controversial thing I'm about to say, but I'm actually popcorn over Cartel personally. Yeah,
I'm resuming the time.
Yeah. My favorite popcorn tune is between Body So Good, Family, and I can't remember the name, but when it comes to me, I'll let you know. But popcorn, that's my guy, man.
Popcorn over Cartel, you know.
I love when you wind up your face, wind up your. Hey, popcorn is my guy. I'm not even gonna lie.
Type young calm down yourself. We have some for your wine, but
popcorn over vibes though. No, that don't sit well with me, man. Vibes is the original OG, bro.
Let me for the rest of my life. Popcorn's got some tunes, man.
No, yes, but over vibes, Drift.
No, not vibes over for me.
Black people are born, Indian people are born. Yes, hey, that's my guy. I'm not. Remember, listen. I'm not saying he's better than him. I'm not saying he's better than him. I'm saying that's my preference, isn't it? Remember, music's all about preference. So,
the people have voted.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
When Jiffy heard, when Vibes heard that, he's like, oh.
Hold on. Let me go get my.
You can't bomb me up. Hear me, I say, you can't rape me up. You don't play with no bulldog, don't go pick. Go for your army, go for your tanker, go for your go for your go for your ugly, go for your papa. Go touch me now, touch a button now. Me not care where you come from, me now. This time make your speak catch me. Me wet your shirt like this. Woman have to run like Jackster. Woman have to stop look text. When you walk past Gaza, you see this side mark. Nah, she's from Empty. You can't be happy when you're singing that tune. You can't be happy when you're singing that tune.
Let me go get my charger for my laptop, bro. You just killed me. I said, what the fuck? I'm finished. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
You want to know what's bad though? Yeah, like we really do live in a world where you're not even allowed to have an opinion if it's different, or you just get slated for it. What you got to remember is it's all about what you prefer to listen to. You get me? I will never sit here and say he's better than Cartel, but that's my preference. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, see, I think that's where the misconstrued was. I think people thought you were saying he's better than Cartel, not just you prefer him.
No, I'm saying on a personal level, I'm Popcorn over Cartel because that's my personal preference.
That's calm then. That's fair enough. I don't think you can say he's better than him though. I think you can say you can prefer him, but I don't think you can say he's better than him.
Do you know what? I would say it's a little bit. Maybe I'm
nice.
maybe I'm being a bit silly, but you know, like when people do the Nas Jay-Z comparison, and I can completely appreciate where they're coming from, where they say lyrically they think Nas is better than Jay-Z, but I just prefer Jay-Z and I think Jay-Z's better. It's like if someone tells me that lyrically Cartel's better than Popcorn, I'd be like, yeah, I can see exactly why you're saying that. Maybe I even agree with you.
Let me fly without visa. Don't give me cocoa cracker rum. Cigarette smoke is just no good. Federation. Bro, come on, man. Are you brother?
Listen, it's about preference. It's about Popcorn makes me more happy when I listen to his music.
No, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? I remember Cartel, like, it's the real, you know what I mean? I know he does make the nice tunes, but the majority of it, as Callum said, like, it puts you in a certain mood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Popcorn's music is just nices me up every time. It's vibes.
No, Popcorn's he's a serious.
Vibes even gives diet advice, bro. Get the oats, get this up again. Turn it up, yeah. Grab a girl, I guess I get a chip. Grab a girl.
I need to hear some vibes, you know. Bro, when we finish the show,
I'm not gonna lie. If we could play music on the stream, we'd tear it down right now.
Bro, listen.
YouTube are missing a little thing here, man.
Do you know what I might see if I can do? I might see if I can cut up some things, and I obviously we try not to get the strike, but if I could take like an extract of like 3 seconds or something, and so certain things can be played, I'll do some testing because we need some stuff on there, man.
The wickedest thing, is I'm not saying people don't know how good Popcorn is. Obviously, they
he's sick.
But I'm not gonna lie, if we was able to do a clash thing like you're saying, every time I drop a Popcorn tune, I'll remind man where he, like, trust me, people would start to realize I'm coming from it. We just started cutting the tunes and I just started dropping them. Boom, boom, boom. Man, we'll get it, bro.
Popcorn's got some tunes, but
no, he does. Don't get twisted.
I think it's vibes for me, man.
It has to be vibes, bro.
The vibe drops certain tunes. When you just hear the beginning of certain tunes, like, and then you just hear the
it's true.
Nice. The boy run like a wounded dog. Don't run. Boy, don't run. We are the last man standing.
It's the switch up from vibes that you can't beat. It's the switch up. The way he can switch up his voice is different, bro.
Don't run, boy, don't run. It is. He's different, man. He's different. Right, let's get the next caller in.
He's different, bro.
Any, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. You look good, yeah?
Yes, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, blessed, man.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I just want to start off by saying, thank God I'm blessed, so bad man can feed me. We don't forget about silence. Popcorn silence. That song does me still.
You know what I'm saying, bro.
Big tune. But yeah, man, I just want to take it away from football a little bit. I kind of joined late, so I don't know if you lot talked about it already. But obviously, McGregor fought over the weekend.
His foot was lean, fam.
Foot was lean up, bro. Obviously, I feel like he kind of got away with it. I feel like Poirier was gonna beat him up in that second round because I feel like McGregor sort of blew his load in the first minute of that fight. But I just sort of wanted to get you lot's opinion on, because I used to be a big McGregor fan, but I'm starting to it's not even because he's losing. It's kind of like the way he's losing, the excuses that he's making. and like his behavior before and after the fights. Like I know he always used to be a trash talker, but it seems like he's just getting a bit too involved in like families and getting onto Poirier's wife and all of that. And seeing him,
yes, bro.
Trust me.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, trust. But seeing him like on the ground, like with his foot lean up and Joe Rogan sitting next to him in I was like, man, this guy's down bad now, man. This guy's down bad.
Foot was lean up,
It was lean up, bro. Obviously, I felt sorry for him, but at the same time, like before the fight, was talking about, you're gonna leave on a stretcher. You're dead in there. Tomorrow night, you're dead in there.
Yeah, Dana.
Yeah, Dana.
I'll tell you something, Dana. This was 100 accent, but bro. Bro.
Tomorrow night, you're dead in there, and I mean it. Nah, that's fair.
And the thing is, you had Diaz on the corner. You know the real man is, man. I tell you something now, Connor. You try everything I work for. Connor. You try everything I work for.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
I'm not surprised. You know the real man is, Connor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we do round 4 and 5. I'll take him out, Dana. You know what I'm saying?
No, you got me crying, bro.
That Nate is elite, man. That Nate impression is elite.
Yeah, no, that's elite, bro. No, you just made my day,
bro.
Yeah, no, I just want to sort of understand if you don't think is this the end for McGregor, or do you think he's gonna come back? He might even fight Nate Diaz again. I reckon he should do that. I reckon he should do that.
Now, man. Any bro.
Yeah,
chop up this whole segment. Love my bro. Love my bro. Someone's got to cut this up. Trip this guy. Trust me.
Oh, yeah,
love, bro. Hey, Nate Diaz is watching, you know.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You're the whole game.
What's that?
Because he would actually holler at you, bro. So you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Nate would actually come into my DMs and be like, "This is Nate." Be like, "You must shit my face." You know what I'm saying that? Yeah, you want to come in my DM? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, damn white. That's just bad gargling. Yo, Nate, like, you're a bad man still. I don't want it, but bro.
Oh boy, that caught me off guard. I'm not.
Bro, you my face.
Right,
you know what the funny thing is, yeah, and it just come back to me. Everything
I'm done, you man.
Yeah. Oh, that I just like I'm still racking my brain trying to remember the tune, but
remember vibes though. Me no want a boring fuck. Me no want a boring wine. Me no want a boring wine. All right, bro.
Move your clothes up on the line. Me no want a boring one. Babe, we don't want a boring one.
That's what I'm saying. Baby, you can't mess your vibes, you know, bro.
Anyway. What one thing that's funny is
anyway, gangsta for life.
That's Movado. Sorry. I got it. Sorry.
Me get confused. Sorry, Bridget. Sorry.
Personally, I do think it's a bit mad that we are laughing at Conor when he broke his leg. Like normally, everybody we feel sympathy for, but the thing is, Kyle, obviously, what's funny is you and me had an extensive off-camera talk about this, and I think you hit the nail on the head. I think Diaz is the only fight Conor has now. Honestly.
Sorry. I just saw rep.
No, that will be the shit. 100%. We have to.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Listen, man. I don't know what this motherfucker talking about. I'll smash his face off. James Redmond, Dana. Smash his face.
Man.
Two everything I'll work for, man. I'll take mess, huh?
But real talk, everybody who's broken their leg, we have sympathy for, but we're actually laughing at Conor, and that's mad because that break was serious, No,
I know. All jokes aside, bruv.
Yeah, the way he was sitting in the cage, we've downplayed the injury because he's a G, He did an interview with his leg snapped in half. Like we deep this, we've seen from I don't know, from Jibril Cisse to
No.
Anderson
Two different
to
injuries.
Weidman.
No, Drift. This is where I've got to stop you. His injury is not the same as theirs.
Bro, when I saw him talking afterwards, he said his fibula snapped.
Yes, bro. The others snapped their whole leg.
Yeah, but bro, his fibula still snapped, bro.
No, Drift. I want to be clear with this. Connor's was a bad injury, but it is not comparative to Jibril Cisse, Weidman, or Anderson Silva.
It's not as bad, but I still think it goes in the same category, bro.
No, Drift.
If
Drift,
your fibula snaps, bro, yeah.
Drift, their whole leg snapped, bro.
Yeah,
do you know what? Did you lot? Just quickly, did you lot see Connor when he done a little thing on Instagram when he was yeah, and he basically said like he had a couple of like mini fractures, and I remember, funny enough, Cal, you said
I say
over the
these
year.
things. No one believes me. I say these things.
Funny enough, Drift, Cal said to me, yeah, bro, it wouldn't surprise me if he had loads of like microfiber fractures leading up to the fight, because over the years of all the kicking and the way how he kicked,
I'm saying this with the lack of kicking he does.
Oh, sorry, the lack of kicking, so to speak. So, and I was like, yeah, maybe. And what's kind of mad is that he kind of confirmed that he had a couple of issues, which again happens to every fighter. Even, dare I say, and again, I don't want to use this as gospel, but maybe Poirier had issues as well. And sometimes you don't hear certain things because normally in fight camp, and Cal, you can probably attest to this, like something normally happens, whether it's minor or.
Let me stop you.
I'm trying to promote the fight with you and Nate, innit? I'm just trying to promote that fight.
I prefer. I've never been in.
But anyway, Carl's trying to dodge Nate in that. But
yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
But all jokes aside, like I'll just say this, like it kind of didn't surprise me that what he said, and the thing is, I actually believe him. Like all jokes aside, Carl, I genuinely think what he's saying is true, because he didn't use an excuse. He just said, I had a couple of issues with my leg, innit? Like, and rare to tear, and he said he needed to get work on it. And remember, it wasn't Tyron Woodley, Cal, that had a problem for time with his hand or something, and like he kept on going into fights, and that's the thing with fighters, they sometimes don't have time to get these operations, these long-standing operations that they need, and they continue fighting because they can negate it. But I think when you look at it, there obviously we can see what's happened. This one did catch up with Conor, and all jokes aside, like I don't wish nothing on any fighter at all. So I wish him the best, but I also want to say this though, as much as I enjoy Conor fighting, he needs to allow the smack talk when it comes to families and stuff, because I said to you, Cal, when the fight finished, first of all, they shouldn't have interviewed him when the fight was done. I said he's emotional and he's just trying to save face. He's going to say whatever comes to his brain. And I kind of feel like it was even wrong from Joe Rogan. And I know Joe Rogan probably would have got in trouble if he defied the UFC, because Dana would have been like interviewing him, whatever. But I feel like they should have just left him and let him go out the cage. Because when he said all that smack talk, that was uncalled for, because he's in his emotions. He just broke his leg, yeah. Trauma's going through his mind. He's in pain and he wants to save face. He's going to say whatever comes to his brain. And any man kind of would, so to speak. Imagine if your leg or your foot broke. The guy that you're fighting is pouring it on you. You're going to talk smack to him and emotions are running high. I kind of feel that was a bad mistake for the UFC, in my opinion. I don't know if you don't agree.
I'll be honest, I think he was lucky that it was Poirier in the ring with him, because if he's talking smack like that and his leg's broken, I think Khabib go over there and still paces him over.
No, agree, but Poirier's got class, and one thing I really like about Poirier is that Poirier was like, listen, this guy's a scumbag. He said some nasty stuff, like, but I want him to go home to his wife and his family. And I said, you know what? You see Poirier, even if you're not a Poirier fan, you have to respect him. You just have to. And
he's a better
man than me. You know what? Yeah, I'm not because I like Conor. I'm not trying to defend him in any way, but one thing, I feel like I don't think he would have been that angry in his interview if he wasn't so infuriated at the fact that it was considered a TKO. I think that just wound him up, because you even see during the thing, it's like, no, that's not going down as TKO. And it's like, it is, bro. And that was what was winding him up.
Yeah, because he was like, it's a doctor stop. It's a doctor stoppage. You can't talk about doctor stoppage.
It should have been a TKO.
No, but what I'm saying is that's clearly what was winding him up, because it's like, on my record, it's going to say twice, Dustin knocked me out. If nobody knows what happened and they just look at the record book, that's what was pissing him off, I think, and that's what made him get angry. So I don't condone what he did, but I just think that in the heat of the moment, as you said, bro, because the adrenaline's flowing and all the emotion is there, hearing that just wound him up a bit. I think, say they'd have just gone, the fight's just been stopped, and it's just because Conor can't continue, no one wins or whatever. I don't actually think Conor would have been as vexed. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The only thing I will say is, even though you don't talk about someone's family yet, especially someone's wife or what have you, I get it. What's the one thing I think people are going a bit too far on though, is that he just did that generic joke of, your wife likes me. If he'd have said something like, she's a bitch, she's a this, she's a that, I would fully 100%.
Bro, he said your wife. He said your wife is your is your husband, and he goes, your wife is something about hoe.
No.
He said it could have hoe as well. Don't get twisted.
Saying your wife
said the after party. He said the after party. Come see you later, baby.
Come see, yeah.
Saying Poirier, saying your wife is your husband, is just saying you don't wear the trousers. I don't even think that's shade on his wife. That's shade on Poirier.
Yeah? But that I agree with. But Drift, when he says your wife's in my DMs,
he said the hoe. He said hoe as well.
See me later, baby. But at that point,
but to me, that's just one of the shut up, you're an idiot kind of thing. Like, we all know that that's not true.
So
like,
you'd let a man say that to you on the street and be all right with it, Drift?
No, but on the street is different.
Why?
Because when you're in the public eye like that, and you know that, and you can just tell man's on some sour grapes thing, I'll just laugh that off. I'll just laugh. I'll be like, I'll just laugh.
No, but we're fighters though. And here's the thing. No, but the difference is, if you're fighters and you're talking like that, yeah, he's lucky, like what Cal said, that Poirier is not a Khabib. Because let's just say, for example, Khabib never had that incident where he jumped over the cage, yeah. I can guarantee you now, if he said that to Khabib, Khabib is running over. He's not letting Herb Dean or anybody else get in his way, bruv. He'll knock out Dana White, and he's breaking Conor's other leg. And do you want to know something? We all would have sat here and gone, no, Khabib, but man. But do you want to hear the joke? If a man talks reckless like that about your family, yeah, and he's trying to say it with chest, nah, brother, you're getting dealt with. I don't care. You have to be dealt with. Like, I'm just being honest.
No, I don't disagree with that. I just think people have gone a bit over the top with, man, I was talking about his fat. It's like, it was wrong, but what he said wasn't that bad. Wow. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think people are
you're a Conor fan, bro.
I've heard people say some things that are so much worse.
No, but bro, would you allow someone? He called her. I was gonna say, would you allow?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, he goes, your wife's in my DMs. Yeah, stupid little hoe, brother. Whatever he said.
I don't remember hearing him say that part.
Fucking mad, reckless, bro.
I'll be honest, yeah. Connor's been getting away with a lot of things for a lot of years now.
Yeah. Dana White allows it though. Let's be real.
He's been getting away with a lot of things for a lot of years.
Shout out Dana White.
For me, enough's enough now. Like before,
I didn't know you said the whole part. That's a bit.
No, it did, for real.
Like the bus incident, the flipping.
Bro, what did I say? So it's cut you, Cal.
The Khabib stuff. The old man, you punch an old man in the face. Like, come on, man.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. Do you remember I said to you, Cal?
Wife a towel, like, what is going on with my man?
This is how I'm saying, bro. Do you remember when I said to you, I knew Conor was the guy when he done the bus thing, and someone had to have a surgery on their eye. I think who was it, Cal? It was yeah. And remember when they asked him in an interview to Dana White, is he ever going to fight again? He was like, I can't even talk about Conor. Like, It's like, bro, just say how it is. Cut him or suspend him or whatever. Man was like, I can't talk about it. Like, just avoiding the whole thing. Next thing you know, they use the incident of the footage for promo. Dana White was moving like Vince McMahon. I'm not even joking.
It's WWE with real fights.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's WWE with real fights now.
Someone has surgery on their eye and using that as promo. There's just certain things that you don't do, bro. I don't know, man.
Yeah. As far as Conor being finished, I don't think he's finished as a fighter. Him winning the title is not going to happen. I think the other fighters around him have evolved too much. And he's become too one-dimensional. So I don't think he'll win a title, but still he's easily a top 10 155er, put it that way. But he won't settle for that. His ego won't allow him to settle for that. When he was at one point the pound-for-pound consensus best fighter in the world to being a gatekeeper, they're not going to have that. That's different. Mike was going through a lot them days. Mike was going for a lot.
Now, Michael.
Yeah. Lennox, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. No, he's not Alexander. I'm Alexander. You're not great. I'm Alexander. I'm the most ferocious champion there's ever been. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. I don't just want to eat his children. I want to eat his heart. Or praise be to Allah.
Listen, all I'm saying is I think sometimes people just get a bit overly angry about stuff that you just got to laugh off. That's all. I didn't know he said the whole thing. The whole thing's a bit different. I thought he just said your wife's in my DMs after parties at mine. I didn't know he said the whole part.
Talking about angry, did you remember when one of the commentators must have asked Mike, like, Mike, you seem very angry? And then I can't remember what Mike said. But Mike
when you be angry, is everyone secure all your money? Huh? You just look at me as just a black guy. That's all you look at me as. When you be angry, haven't seen my children. When you be upset, you write all these articles about me. I'm just being what you want me to be. I'm just being what you want me to be.
No, I was nailed it, you know. I was nailed it. I can't even lie. Oh, man.
Haven't had sex in weeks. But what do you expect from me? What do you expect? I just go out there and I fight. I'm expected to go out there and beat him. You all know it. He can't beat me.
I feel like I'm a superior
fighter. I'm a superior fighter. You all expect me to go and get the knockout. So you all pay to see, right? I'm a superior fighter.
It's that line. I'm a superior. I can't even say. I'm a superior fighter.
I'm just a superior fighter. Right, let's get the next caller in. This ain't a silhouette challenge, is it, bro?
No.
Oh, you're breaking up a bit, bro.
Yeah, you're breaking up, bro.
Breaking up,
One
bro.
time.
You still there, bro? Bro, you're breaking up. No.
Moving all funny, yo.
Yeah, you're moving a bit.
Breaking up a bit.
You're breaking up a bit, bro.
Now you're back. Now you're good.
You're back now. You're back just
See,
about
that's what I'm
now.
saying, bro. You know what it is? It's this Virgin Media, bro. It's my bro. I hate this internet. Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie. Virgin sorted me out today. Still, I'm back now. Still, can't really talk. I can't really talk bad on Richard anymore. Still, like that man sorted me out. Still,
listen, bro. You know the joke of it is now. My internet used to be good in that, and now it's just moving crazy. So now I had to just quickly come downstairs on a quick one, innit? Like just chilling that, but. Listen, tonight the show has been funny as hell, though, man. Like it's been crazy. Like you lot have been cracking me up with the whole the jokes and that, bro. But you lot have to stop with this whole FSG. I see now Callum's. I see Matt's got the new speaker. I see Drifty's got the red couch.
What you say? We're taking money out of Liverpool, yeah?
Taking money out of FSG's pocket.
You lot.
I
think my stream's gone.
Still losing, bro.
Yeah, you're back. You're back, bro.
Yeah, it's weird. But you know what? Let me just quickly ask my two questions, innit? Because I know my team's gonna just pass out and it's moving dumb today, innit? You know what? I was gonna ask you because you know I tagged you lot in the Twitter thing from the other day about Kane, innit?
Yeah.
About Kane. Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling him, bro. I'll tell you, bro. I'm gonna quickly say that I'm not feeling Kane at all, man. I don't think he's a world class because I was talking to my boy, was having an argument about what makes someone world class in it. So I'll just quickly ask my question and I'm gonna bounce out today because my internet's moving dumb. Do you mind if I have 3 questions for one question each, or is it just 2 questions for
go
2?
Go for it. One question each.
So basically, my first question was for Matt. Yeah, my first question was for Matt. What would you kind of sort of rather be? Would you rather be a world-class striker who scores loads of goals throughout the season but doesn't score in finals, for example, Henry, or would you rather be a very, very clutch player who's just a very good player, for example, Drogba? For Callum, this one's probably going to be a bit harder for you. does being elite depend on winning trophies? Because my opinion is yes, and that goes to the whole Kane thing. But I'm gonna send in a super chat or something, and I'll love.
Oh, we've lost him. We've lost him. Lee, you still there, bro?
Because I think even yeah. Say. And the last question was for Jiffy. The last question was for Callum. You got my question, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the last one was for Jiffy. Sorry. Right now, obviously, this whole thing's going on. The whole England like fans obviously moving mad with the whole madness they'll be doing to like Saka and Sancho and them man there. So I was just wondering, would you let your child play for England if your child was going to be 15, 16 and choosing maybe one of your heritage countries? I know you obviously, I think remember you saying you're from Jamaica or half Jamaican. Would you allow your son or daughter, don't want to be sexist, to play for England, or would you to go to another country?
Great questions there.
Good question, bro. Very good question.
You frozen, Lee?
Yeah, frozen.
Still there, bro?
I gotta let him go. Lee, we got oh yeah. All right, who wants to go first?
I'm telling you, man, you don't really want to talk about a man who learned how to fly over the earth without going straight up, you know.
I'll go first. Go
on then, Matt.
All right. Me personally, I'd rather be remembered as a Didier Drogba over Henry. The reason I say that is because
you want the glory.
I want that glory. I want the clutch. So when people say big games, like he was there, and don't get me wrong, if you're even using Didier Drogba as the literal example, we can't front like he didn't do nothing during the league. It's just that when it came to finals, that's when he got better. And that's when I say clutch. Clutch is about when it's the biggest moment. Like, what do you do on the biggest level? You perform at your highest. So for me, I would rather be remembered as Didier Drogba personally, because I think being clutch is what makes you. It just makes you different, bro.
Adam Murphy.
Do you want me to go next, Drift, or do you want to go next?
Yeah, go on then. So no, bro, Matt just hit me with a lot of this. Like that was mad. I can't believe you just said that, bro. But yeah,
man. I'd rather be Drogba than Henry.
Man would rather have the wet perm than. All right, cool. Go on.
Henry's amazing. Henry's a legend, but I'm gonna be real though. When it comes to finals and that, like, who's got the better resume, ain't it? Like, I'm just saying.
All right. So, elite winning trophies. I think it depends on the team they're in. I think if a player's in the team that, in my opinion, should be winning trophies, then you have to judge the player based on that. If the player's not in a team that, in my opinion, should be winning trophies, then I don't think you can. And I'll use Jack Grealish as an example. I think everyone considers Jack Grealish to be absolutely top class, but no one would judge him if Aston Villa don't win a trophy of any sort, because they know he's not in a setup that makes it favourable for him to win. Whereas someone like a Salah, for example, you'd have to judge on either the contribution or the trophies, because he's in a setup which makes it a lot easier for him to win something than a Jack Grealish, for example. So I think it depends on the setup. Drift?
Yeah, big up Lee as well. No need to apologize, bro. We all know
never needs to apologize.
The only thing I will say is when Lee's doing that Kane slander, I feel like there's just a little bit of Arsenal left in his heart. We got to scrape out. I think there's a little bit of Arsenal left in his heart. We got to scrape out. He sounds like a gooner there talking about Kane. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what? It's a tough one, you know, because me and the missus were talking, and obviously she's not a football fan, but she knows life, and she was saying how horrible it was what was happening to Saka, and she would like imagine if that was our son and rare, and it did kind of make me think still, and I think I would let him make his own decisions. I'm the type of guy that will try and guide him as best as I can, but even when it comes to religion, when it comes to loads of things, like I'm gonna guide him, but he's got to make his own decisions. So he could play for Jamaica or he could play for England. I'm gonna back him either way, whichever. You know what I mean? Like I'll be proud of my boy either way, but I definitely ain't having it. But you can hit me with that one.
No. I did say Matt gets away with one, you get away with one. That's it now. No more Mr. Nice Guy anymore, guys. The next time.
And obviously, one thing I will say as well is I don't always want to feed the negativity. There are some beautifully kind-hearted English people who are disgusted with the behaviour of these other people that will back you. Do you get what I mean? So there is good, and I wouldn't just think everything's just going to be negative all the time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can I just, obviously, I don't want to spend long on this because obviously we've all spoken about the whole racism thing at length since we've been doing Kop-Ish. One thing I really want to drum home: this is not a white versus black thing. That has to be clear to everyone. This is a racism versus non-racist. This has got nothing to do with white people versus black people. And I think that's the narrative that needs to be made clear here. You see, the day after we saw Saka and them like miss the penalties, I had my white friends call me and say, "Cal, just be easy when you go out." It is not a white versus a black thing. Like that narrative, that's the narrative that really annoys me with the media, that they paint it as white versus black. It's not white versus black. Do you know how many of my white friends I know would go to war for me if we were walking down the street and someone said something racist? Like, it's not white versus black. That narrative needs to stop right now. This is racist versus non-racist. That's what it is. It's not the color thing here.
No, you know, Solomon
that's what the annoying.
Humanity versus racism.
Perfectly put. And I think that the quicker that gets established, the better. Because what I hate seeing as well is white people who aren't racist getting abused for the behavior or getting their reputation tarnished for the behavior of some idiots. That's not fair. That's
agreed.
What annoys the whole racism. Because racists think they're just saying things, it's just affecting the target, whether it be blacks or Asians. It's not. You're affecting other white people who are upstanding people who are not racist. So you're not actually just affecting, you're actually affecting everyone. So if you're a racist, you're just a punk at the end of the day. And that's me saying it as PG as possible, because I could think of many other words I could say.
No, real talk.
Obviously, mum watches this, I don't want to get in trouble.
Very, very similar to when we were younger and you'd leave the house and your mum and your dad would say, remember, every time you leave this house, you represent the family, yeah? Whatever you do represents us. So my mum never done the thing I did, but it's going to reflect on her. And that's what the racist people don't understand. It's a reflection of your entire background, and you're making everyone look bad when really it's just you. But you know what I mean? Those people are attached to you, so they're going to get hurt and affected by it as well. But ignorant people don't ever think about that, do they? That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? So,
fully agree.
I'll be honest. The only way racism gets stopped is if some of these people get what's coming to them. Simple as.
Bro, I don't even think that will stop it, because to be honest,
it will.
Some people, to be honest. So
yeah, you got to give them what for even more then. But yeah, let's move on from that subject.
By the way, I'd just like to say, if I have a son who's good enough to wear either shirt, I'm gonna be gassed. You ain't never hearing the end of it from me. I'll be that brother. Like, you see Sean Porter's pops, I'll be worse than that, bro. That's my son. That's my son. I'll be up here like Angel Garcia, bro. Be like, you know we do. Like, bro, I'm gonna be the worst, bro. Don't even get it twisted, bro. I'll be the dad at the game. Everyone will be like, man, someone tell him to shut up. Like, you mad? That's my son, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, that's my daughter. Are you mad? You go, girl. That's me, bro. That would be me, Rago.
I would try not to be that type of dad.
I won't be able to help it, bro.
Yeah, but as I said, I'm training Stevie quite a lot at the moment.
Of course. Mark knows. Of course.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my days.
Like, look, you see this? You see this? This is how you score a half volley in a Champions League.
I'm trying to get Carrie's on it, you know. Carrie's
get out of here, Get out of here, Drew.
You know what I'm saying?
Get out of here, man.
Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
one thing that is kind of mad though. Can you imagine if your son played for the team he supported? How'd you bad him up when he fucks up?
Tell him the truth, innit? Like, you're playing sick, but not even that. You're playing for an amazing club, the club that I support. But don't let it think that just because you're playing for that club that you can just ease off.
All right, let me hit you with a little scenario.
Yeah,
young Kane. He's 19 years old.
Yeah.
He misses an absolute sitter.
Yeah.
In the Champions League final in the 89th minute.
Yeah.
And they go from that miss and score and win the game at the other end in the 90th minute.
Yeah.
How do you react to that?
I do a ghost, innit? Over his bed, just wake up, Lil.
Get on, little man. Get on, little man.
Do the 50 now. Do the 50.
No, do the 50. Do the 50. It'd be like, you my son. You know, better than me. You know, son like mine. You mean like that, man. You my son. You know what I'm saying? You want to pick Ghost?
You're gonna pick Ghost.
You my son. Brought you up. Bro, Kane is cold, bro. 50 cold with it, you know. When he said that bit hurt me, you know.
That was a lot still.
I didn't even say his name. You know his name is Sean. Like whoever the actor is, like brilliant actor. But obviously, like he messing around with Tasha as well, innit? And he was like, you know, some man messing, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, my son. I was like, brother, that's your son, you know. But the way he said it, I looked him in his eye, you know.
Vengeance as well, innit?
Yeah.
I'll show you lots some footage of Mbappe, Project Mbappe training quickly.
Yeah.
No, Stevie, you got to kick it from over there. Come on, Project Mbappe. The work doesn't stop. All right. Big kick to me then. Good boy. Control it. Control it. Good boy. Control it. Not with your hands, Stevie, buddy. Good kick.
I need to stand back again.
You need to stand back again.
Yeah.
All right. Should we sing a song while we play football?
Yeah.
What song do you want to sing?
Salah.
You want to sing Salah?
Yeah.
All right, go on then. Mo Salah running down the wing. Salah, Egyptian king. Do you want to sing the Bobby song? Go on then. No, that's the Salah.
Bro, big up Steve because, bro.
The acting on that pass was naughty though.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie,
think this Project Mbappe thing was a joke, bro. He was out there doing push-ups the other day, bro.
Do you know what? He didn't even realize what he did. So when you pass it to him, he passed back. You know, like certain man, you fizz it to them and they fizz it straight back with like no touch. Like man just went ting, and I was like, okay.
The handballing though, that was an issue for me. So
no, but bro, I think
Kylie's done that as well. Kylie's done that as well.
Alisson and Mo at the moment.
No, don't get soft, bro. We need a Mane replacement for when Mane retires, bro, and he needs to step into that role, bro.
For real.
Look, when we're in the house, he's little Stevie. When we're in the garden, he's Mbappe, innit?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I tell you what you gotta do though. You do have to be ruthless. I think you gotta go and get him a size 2 and get rid of the penny flyer, bro.
No, that's not penny. That's a size 5. That's a
No, but it's a size 5 penny blower though.
No,
right?
no, that was a level ball.
That's a Liverpool.
That's a Champions League. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a penny flyer, you know.
No.
You want to be careful on break his foot, bro.
No, that's a problem. He can't use the floater balls because he keeps on kicking them over.
Bruv, he said
Liverpool. That's level of power now. He's too powerful for the okay.
No, he is.
You know what though? Improve it. Get him a size 2 first, bro. Let him get his touch going. And then we move up the sizes when we try and improve the power. You get me?
Stevie's
he's got a shot on him. He's got calf muscles, which I don't know where he got from, but obviously I can't call up Maury at the moment because of the border controlling that. But I've got to take her word for it, innit? I've got to take her word for it. Right, let's get the next caller in. Mr. Morecambe himself, Jamie Phillips. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Not too bad, bro.
Good, Jamie. How are you, my bro?
So, quick question today.
Go for it, brother.
First one, you, Cal.
Go.
City and Chelsea. I don't think they're buying Kane and Haaland this summer. I don't think they're leaving this summer. Who do you think City and Chelsea are buying instead, if they do anything?
Ooh, good question.
Matt, the two best football games ever made. Best football game and best management game. For me, the best football game ever is PES 6. The best management game ever, this is going back some, Sensible World Soccer.
I can rival that. That's a good one. No, I love it, Jamie. Trust me. I like that. I like those two questions. I like that question I've got. Sorry.
And Drift. Wilson is finally leaving after 3 years of being on loan. Do you think we loan out our players too much, or should we go for the quick sale?
Okay. Good question, bro.
Some bloody good questions. Bloody good
Great questions, bro. I love my questions. I can't even front.
Mine's tough. I'm gonna have to go last on this one because I'm genuinely trying to think who the bloody good questions.
I've got mine already.
I'm not even gonna lie. Jamie caught me off guard a bit. Sensible Soccer is unquestionably one of the best football games ever made, but I didn't know they had a manager version.
Yeah, Sensible World of Soccer 96, 97. You can still get it out. You could manage. You can manage any team.
Any team,
anywhere. You can manage Indian club sides.
Bro, I did not know that.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I've never heard of that game, Sensible Soccer, before.
Anyone in the world,
soccer, bro.
It's awesome.
Nah.
It's the best football.
Bro, Sensible Soccer was stupendous.
That might have been before me.
No,
before.
Their history, or shall I say, their library of where you can manage is actually stupid. Like it's
every
dumb.
club in the world.
Yeah, any club in the world. That was
and you can still play this game, yeah.
You can still find it now to play, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do that then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I've got it on my computer now. Just put download Sensible World of Soccer 96, 97 in Google on your phone.
Hey,
and I think it's like
Jamie's playing that. Jamie's playing it right now with an update for this year. I'm telling you. Edit mode, everything. And
can I say, I saw you guys earlier on Conroy's show, and everyone should go over there and subscribe to Conroy. He's part of the family.
Definitely.
Give him a subscribe. It was good stuff over there today. Really enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Bless, man, 100%. Get over there to Conroy, guys, and subscribe,
man. Conroy talks, man. Conroy talks, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, big up, bro. We chopped them up now.
Love,
I'm definitely going to check out that Sensible Soccer as well, because I didn't know I had a manager game, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, bless, bro.
Take care, bro. Love out to the family as well, bro.
Bye.
I know right now Matt is super excited. Anytime Matt gets a chance to talk about computers, you see the smile on his face when he realized
computer, food, and bro, that's me.
That was looking for a third option. It was like
my first option. I thought should
family, innit? Family.
Oh, but that's a given. That's a given.
That goes about saying, though. You know what I mean?
No. Come on, man. We can't always assume. We can't always... Family, innit? Family.
Man trying to call me a ghost.
Family.
He must have.
Family.
Wake up, you
You ain't my son.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Last. I'm still thinking.
I'll go first. Right.
I'll go on then, Matt.
All right. So the best football game ever created, in my opinion, is Pro Evolution Soccer 5 on the PS2, I think it is, or is it PS5? Sorry, PS3. Sorry.
Who was on the cover of that one? I paused.
So that was John Terry and Henry. Bro, that for me is the greatest football game ever created, like just ever. PES 6 was very close, but I think PES 5 was the start of it. And for the best management game, it's got to be Championship Manager 2000-2001, which is now known as Football Manager. You get what I'm saying? So
that's
if you know about
the red CD, innit?
If you know about Football Manager, which used to be Championship Manager, bro, are you crazy? And even PES 6 as well. I joined on the front of the cover. Yeah, we move. PES all day over FIFA as well.
Shout out to Premier League Manager, which was the first game to put the actual pictures of the players in the
crazy.
game.
PES 5, bro. Like, And even PES 6 as well with Adriana as well, like 99 shot power. And but I remember some of the stats off the top of my head, you know, it's kind of crazy that.
All right, then, Drift, your go, bro.
Mad.
Yeah, do you know what? I do kind of think we loan out players a bit too much, but not because I'm comparing it to others, because there's loads of other clubs that do it a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like Arsenal and Chelsea, for example, they loan players out all the time. But what the problem is I know we're not loaning our players out for any other reason than to shock them. And I feel like their value just keeps getting worse and worse. And then we end up like now where we've got players who we could probably get maybe a third, if not half, more for, but we've let their contracts run down and their kind of hype die down. And I think that's more of the problem. Players like Greenwood are an example where we probably should have just cashed in on him when he had a much higher value. You know what I mean? So.
Fair dues. All right, my minute starts now. So if Chelsea and City don't get Haaland and Kane respectively, I think Chelsea will go hard for Lukaku. And I think Man City will go hard for Lautaro Martinez. But I think the only way, basically one of those two clubs would have to sign their target first, because Inter aren't going to let them both leave in one summer. So if Lautaro Martinez goes to City first, Lukaku ain't going Chelsea, and vice versa. But I think those will be the two targets for both clubs.
Fair enough. You do know after selling Hakimi, though, Inter Milan have said they're not shutting no one else, right?
Yep.
Inter Milan's got a lot of things, though. Bruv, they need money.
Sign Anderson, bruv.
Not anymore, bruv. After Hakimi going, apparently they're all right.
Bro, trust me, them need money.
We've heard Sunshine Anderson, bro.
They need money, bro. They need money. Trust me, bro.
Martinez this, Lukaku that. But
Martinez is a gangster, though.
Look who's selling now. Right, they will sell. They will sell again. Great questions, though, Jamie. Right, let's get our next caller. Speak of the devil himself, Mr. Conroy Talks.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, you're on mute, bro.
Sorry, guys. How you doing? All right?
How's it going, Conroy? Good, bro.
Almost, Conroy, before you go. Guys, subscribe to Conroy Talks. Great YouTube channel. Do that, please, people. Go on, Conroy, bro.
Thanks, guys. No, doing good. Show's been cracking, good laughs. Some great questions, actually. Jamie smashed at those questions as well, and these are really good. I was actually just going to say, I had 3 questions, and then I think it was Annie mentioned that I meant to ask you earlier today about UFC.
Oh, yeah, Connor,
But if you asked about that, so it's fine. So I'll just be quick. I'm just going to say, see the thing about Conor McGregor on that. I think it's this simple. He's never been a nice person. Like I've started watching UFC about 6-7 years ago. Jose Aldo, watched the build up to that fight. He's calling his family everything under the sun, saying things about his wife. Done it before. This is not new stuff. Like I understand people are emotionally attached to Conor McGregor, but because I'm not, I've seen this from the start. Went against Khabib's religion, threw a chair, probably went to prison if he wasn't, or had a criminal record if he wasn't who he was after doing that, because that's like breach of the peace. It's pretty concrete stuff. This is not like straightforward. And then what was then going at Dustin Poirier? That's him. That's not anything different. That's not because he broke his foot. That's Conor McGregor. And the thing is, right, this is not a go at him because he's never been a nice person. He's just won. So therefore, people are willing to blindside that. But then again, are fighters meant to be role models? That's maybe not really. Like he's not a nice person, but he's won. But he's won. And then because he's getting battered now, because he was getting battered, like if that went to the next round, he was getting battered. I think Conor McGregor's best round's the first round, and he got. I thought he got dominated in that round. You might say he started well, but to me, he just doesn't look like he might come back. But is he going to be a legend in UFC? Well, the legends get beat. He probably still will be a legend, but
he'll be a legend.
I think
he will be.
Conor McGregor is made like. He's made UFC like next level, if you know what I mean, and that's why Dana White's. But I just wanted to say on that, I'm not having a go at Conor McGregor, but Conor McGregor's not changed in the past 6 years. He's just stopped winning matches, and therefore people are amplifying that. That's what it looks like to me, because he was saying the same things to Jose Aldo's wife. So I don't know why it's suddenly news. That's the thing I don't get. That's just Conor McGregor. Like punching old men in pubs and stuff. It's like we have condemned it, and then he wins the next fight, and no one talks about it. So it's like. I just think that's what it is. I just wanted to say that on it because to me, that's nothing new for Conor McGregor. But the question was quite, Matt, to you, LeBron or Michael, I'm doing it. I don't care. I know it's 10:15. Don't care, mate. I'm doing it because since I spoke to you, right, I said to Cal earlier and Drift, I've got properly into like watching the documentaries on it after The Last Dance, and I'm not saying like I'm the big NBA lover, but I've properly got into it, and there's loads of stuff like with Stephen Smith and stuff. There's loads of stuff on Facebook with basketball and that. So I got proper into it. And I'm just like, that's always the question. So I'm going to ask the one guy I know who knows the most about NBA. So I'm asking you that. Sorry, mate. Drifty and Cal, what's your favourite or one of your favourite movies? Because I've asked that many football questions in the last 25 episodes. I've got nothing left. Right? So I've got nothing left. Right? So I used to be on top of it, but the well is empty. The well is empty. I'm done. But that was it, guys.
I'll give you my top 3 just as a little extra bonus, bro.
No, class, guys. But anyway, cheers, guys. And yeah, see you later, guys. Have a good one, right? Take care, guys.
Bro.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy, bro.
Bye.
Go and subscribe to Convoy's Talks, people.
Trust me. Trust
me.
Go first. What was my question? Who's the GOAT, basically?
You know what you're
wrong. Yeah, you know what the question is.
All right. I'll go first. Do you want me to go first for you lot? Because you lot got time.
Yeah, actually, no. I know my 3, but I want to. I don't want you to sweat through your hat. So you go.
That's cool. That's it. It's easy for me. The GOAT is still MJ. 6-6, 6 finals, 6 wins. Hasn't lost a final. Never went to 7 games. There was something about Michael Jordan that no other athlete has had. It's not even about skill. Michael Jordan obviously was one of the most skillful players to ever live, but it was the mentality. It was the mentality of not losing no matter what situation he was in. Obviously, you got LeBron James, you've got Kobe, you've got Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, you've got Magic, you've got Bird, you've got various others. Some people in today's game might say Steph and all them boys there, but MJ's mentality is what separated him from everyone else, and I have to stick with MJ because he's just different, bro. Like I love LeBron, that's my guy, but MJ is the GOAT, bro. You have to give credit where credit's due, man.
Fair dues. Drift, do you want to go next?
Yeah, as I said, I'll throw in a couple bonuses for Conroy. So my favorite trilogy is Friday. I think the best comedy ever made is 40-Year-Old Virgin. And my top three films of all time from personally is Aliens at 3, Terminator 2 at number 2, and Predator is my favorite film of all time.
Cool.
Oh Lord! Did you just put Aliens at 3?
Bro, Aliens is just a masterpiece, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Aliens should be higher.
Higher than Terminator 2?
Bro.
But don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna argue with you, but I still need a solid reason why.
Aliens for me changed everything. Like, bro, you see Aliens and Terminator, I would arguably say they're on a level par. And don't get me wrong, I rate Predator because I think Predator is sick, but you see Terminator 2 and Aliens, for me, it's out of them too. So it's not that your list is wrong. I just think I would make the order. Yeah, bro. You see Aliens and Terminator, like, all right, you see Aliens, yeah? When it what's his name? Oh my days. What's the guy's name? Hold on, it will come to me. I've forgotten his name. When he's like, they're inside, they're inside the room, man. And she's like, you're not reading it right. And he's like, nah, man, they're inside the room. Bro, I'm trying to remember his flipping name. Someone give me his name, please. I've forgotten his name.
You know what? I actually had his name until you just started to say.
Bro, what's his name? Oh, shout out Cleve. Cleve knows the back. What's the brother's name?
Anyway, yeah, go on. You know what? Did you know the actor actually passed away a couple of years ago as well?
So that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Even the thing with Terminator 2, yeah, it's the whole like
Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton's the one who plays the character. He passed away. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the guy's actual name, like in the actual thing. But what I'm trying to say is this: with Aliens, yeah, it's the whole concept. So normally, Terminator 2 and Aliens defied what should have happened. So normally, the first film is always better than the second. These were the first two films, in my opinion, that defied logic and said, we're going to beat the first film. Because, normally the first film is normally the thing, innit?
Yeah,
but you see, Hudson, that's it, Hudson, bro.
Yeah.
Hudson and Hicks. The other one's Hicks as well, yeah. Hudson and Hicks, I remember it now. That's why I'm getting gas, yeah. When he's like, you're not reading it right. No, she's like, you're not reading it right. He's like, I am, man. They're inside the room, man. And then, bro, he's like, she's like, get a hold of yourself, Hudson. And he's like, bro. There's just, I don't know what it is about Aliens, yeah. That film there, even with Newt, like the whole when Newt comes into it and
bro,
it's it's James Cameron and James Cameron made both of them. Imagine that. So it's cut you off, Drifty.
Yeah.
James Cameron done both of them. Yeah, there's a reason why he legendary, bro. Both
James
of them.
Cameron is different, but you know what, bro? You're getting me gas. You're gonna make me go watch the director's cut right now. What's mad is Aliens is actually 3 films in one. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Actually, 3 films in one. But don't get me wrong. I'm gonna argue with you if you put one above the other. But just for me personally, that's my order. Predator for me. And if you notice, 2 of those films have got
game over, man. It's game over. No, I hear you. Aliens.
Predator for me is just like, and the wickedest thing is, all 3 of those films are of a very decent age. And if you watch it now, it still holds up, and that's levels. Because there's loads of films. If you watch it now with the special effects, where
you see the disparities in it,
crap, like Ghostbusters, bro. I love Ghostbusters, but it is so bad. Special effects.
The CGI
you watch it now, you're like, what the hell is this?
Predator,
Aliens, and Terminator all stand up.
Predator sick. No, Predator sick. Them 3 films are at the upper echelon of films. I'd even dare I say it. And I don't know if people agree, but even just for cinematography, I'd have to put Matrix in there because I loved Matrix 1. I think in terms of a franchise, it kind of went downhill after Matrix 2. But you see the first one, like the first Matrix, I was like, oh my gosh. They're doing what every man wants to see. Today's setting, and they're bringing some type of kung fu. Every man's getting gassed. And shout out all you Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, man, Jet Li that know about all that. Because I'm an old school man when it comes to my kung fu.
Master in that.
Bro, don't get me started. Bro, Snake and Master the Shaolin. Snake and Game of Death, flipping. Sorry, hold on. That's Bruce Lee. That's Bruce Lee. Shaolin, sorry. What's my favorite one? Snake and Crane Arts of the Shaolin, and there's also another one. On my day,
Sarah bottom.
There's another one. There's another one because Jackie Chan for me, like I grew up on Jackie more so than Bruce, innit? Like, so don't get it twisted. I think Bruce Lee still.
Have you seen? You've seen Jackie Chan's Drunken Master, right?
Oh, of course, I said Jackie Master. Bro, have you seen Shaolin? That's it, Shaolin Chamber of Death. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Bruv.
Nah, listen. Big as well.
Bruv. There's too many. Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Jet Li. They're the pioneers of Kung Fu for me. They are the pioneers.
I'll give my top 3, but I'll caveat here. I'm not a movie man like Matt and Drew, but I'll give my favorite 3, even though I know they're not the best 3 films ever made. But Carlito's Way. This is not in any order. Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shawshank.
Okay.
And The Raid 2.
Oh my, bro. Let me spud you. Do you know what? Oh, where's the camera? Let me spud you. And I tell you why, yeah? You see the Raid
2.
No, but even one? The first Raid.
You see when my man, when he realizes the cops are in the building, he goes,
bro.
No.
Bro, you see the Raid?
No, it's on. Mad Dog.
Bro.
Mad Dog.
Bro.
Are you crazy, bro?
Right,
the fight scenes in that. Oh
It's
my
crazy.
word.
All right, my man said Meals on Wheels. I remember that Jackie Chan Meals on Wheels. Are you crazy, bro? When it comes to Jackie Chan, yeah, bro, it's different. But no, going back to the Raid. Oh my, and even Raid 2.
Raid 2 for me is better than Raid 1.
Ooh, I don't know. Because you see the end fight.
There's more layers to Raid 2.
No, but you know what it is? There's more layers, but
bro, when they're in the kitchen, bro, when they shuffle to when they're in the kitchen and they shuffle to each other, bro, and they
no, when they're doing this, they're doing this. It's mad.
Because like the kitchen fight in Raid 2 is just something different. Like that fight is.
You know what?
crazy.
I'm gonna bring it up on screen. I'm not gonna put no sound. No sound.
Hammer girl and a brother with a baseball bat,
bro. But in Raid 1, he killed someone with the remains of the door that was snapped, bro.
Oh like, my dick, bro. When he pinned him up against the wall, bro, he elbow, knee, and then he jumps back with him. And bro, he just holds the head in his hands for a little bit and then releases it, bro. I was like, no,
bro.
I kid you not, yeah. I was in the cinema, so me, my brother, and a few friends were watching the cinema. I'll never forget. We were watching it, yeah. And basically, I think it was that scene, yeah. And there was 2 bits in the film that I'll never forget. That happened where he broke the guy's neck over the door, and in the cinema was quiet. Yeah? All we heard is some woman go, "Oh, F off! That's crazy." Then the second one is at the end of, I can't remember which one it was, but I think it's the one at the end of the kitchen scene where he basically stabs him up and then he's just leaning on him before he just puts him to rest, pretty much. He's sitting in there.
Oh, you man, I know.
Quiet, yeah. All we hear is a Jamaican man go, "Juke him again. Him not dead yet. Juke him again."
Listen, you man, we're on borrowed time. I'm not even gonna play sound. Please tell me if you can hear sound. I hope you can't hear sound. We're not getting. Good.
Do
Just remember this.
Do the shuffle.
Oh
my.
Bro, it's different, you know. Jeez.
Look when he pays him respect when he gives him the.
Bro, it's different. It's different.
Look at him giving the up and down. Is just say, he's such a G, such a G,
bro. Listen.
Hey, that's the look. Yeah, that's the one.
Man got the approve. Are you crazy? Listen, I'll stop it there. I don't want to get no strike in there. No sound. So anyone that's watching this video,
I'm watching that tonight. When little man goes to bed, I'm watching that tonight, man.
Listen, anyone that's watching this video, I'm just letting you know from now. The video it doesn't own, the video does not belong to Kopish. I'm making that clear. We don't want no profit. We're just giving it to the people.
Drifty was sparring before the show.
Exactly. There was no sound as well.
But obviously, I know we're going to move on quickly. But just while we're on the topic, I just want to say this just for the sake of it. I think Jurassic Park is one of the most underrated movies of all time.
Okay.
Because I don't think it gets enough credit either. That film changed the game. I don't think it gets enough credit.
Jurassic Park is big. Jurassic Park is big.
And
you're gonna say
just
something crazy.
What you not saying about 40-Year-Old Virgin? Do you agree?
Yeah, big.
No, that's big. That's big. I think it's something mad. That's big.
Kevin Hart arguing my man in the
comedy is flawless. It's flawless.
No, but bro, all right. If I said to you, you can either watch 40-Year-Old Virgin or Friday, what are you picking?
It's Friday, isn't it?
There's levels to this game, bro. You know you're gonna pick Friday.
All right.
This cigarette, this cigar weed.
Friday to me is like Friday to me feels. That's why I said it's the best trilogy for me because there's something about it that's like I've probably watched all 3 films.
Craig,
I'm not even exaggerating. I've seen all 3
you
films.
know this, man.
Maybe 200 times. Like I'm not even exaggerating. If you put all 3 of them together and then add up how many times. At least 200 times. I watch it going to sleep. Sometimes I put it on and watch it going to sleep.
Friday is the ultimate comedy. In fact, the series, the trilogy is the ultimate. Bro, you can't get better than Friday, in my opinion, for a comedy. And again, it's like how you perceive your sense of humor. Like, do you have that slapstick or do you have that? It depends, innit? But my sense of humor, yeah, like a little disclaimer, like Friday is my sense of humor. That's me, that's Drift, that's Callum, like that's our sense of humor. Like, so when we see things like on even like Friday 2, Friday 3, like the whole pimp thing, and that's how we brought it onto the show. That is us. That is our sense of humor. And a lot of people can relate to that.
All
Like,
the bootleg snaps provided in the streets.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Bro, everything about
I remember
that.
Friday 2 with the Latinos. Hey, come back, hey, Pepe.
No more lactose, okay?
Bro.
Saying that though, I'm not gonna lie. I did like Bad Boys 2 for the comedy effect.
Yeah, do you know what?
Bad Boys 2 is underrated still.
Yeah. Bad Boys is
very
a classic as well.
That. All right, let's get that.
But you know what? Listen, movies, we could talk forever about movies.
Trust me, bro. Trust me. I thought to bring in something from we'll get copyright, so I can't do it. But
yeah, man, like Dean.
He didn't really.
We didn't catch you doing something. You weren't watching something naughty, were you, bro? He's just in here, just all you just hear in the background.
Dean, you're mute, bro. You're mute, bro. Dean, you're mute.
Can you hear me?
Cool.
Can you hear me, guys, now?
Yeah,
yeah. So the thing, so I was listening to as I made my new single on radio. So I'm actually and the one that's supposed to play it just now. So I was listening.
Oh, swear down.
Big up, man.
You sing, bro. Send it. DM it to us, bro. Send it. DM it. Send it. We'll play it on the channel, bro. Come on now.
Is it you guys? You know, I make house music, right? It's called Afrotech. Yeah, you should check out my Instagram and my SoundCloud. Maybe you might enjoy my music.
Send it over. DM us, bro, and send everything over to us, bro, so we can promote the team, bro. Come on now, we'll plug it.
I would really appreciate it, guys. Anyways,
come on, bro. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So yesterday, I don't know how many questions do I have to ask. Am I supposed to ask?
As long as you don't go over your 1 minute 30, you're good, bro.
Oh, okay, cool. Because yesterday I sent in a super chat to you because you guys were leaving, I think, about Firmino, and I didn't get any response yesterday. You
it depends. It depends what you said.
I'm sorry. I was like,
it depends. What did you say? It depends what you said.
No, I was just saying. I think we, as much as you guys keep saying Firmino is not a national number 9. His like right position is number 10, but also we need a midfielder who can actually score even from outside the box. Firmino can't do that. He's not even his passing is not like unique. I mean, if you look at other midfielders like De Bruyne, I mean, all this even all these midfielders that we are targeting, I don't think Firmino can do can feed that type of play as well. He's more like I don't know, man. He's more like like let's say in front of Thiago, maybe where Thiago can give him the ball and then he assist maybe, but not as a creative central attacking midfielder. I don't know, guys, if you agree. I don't know. So that's what I was trying to say yesterday, but then I was late.
Be honest,
I think.
As much as I love Firmino, if he's going to play 10, he has to prove himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's not a given that he's just going to be a success. He has to prove himself.
Yeah. So without wasting your guys' time, I have 3 questions. The first question is, do you guys think we should actually rely on our academy? Because I mean, since Alexander Arnold, we don't even have anyone coming from there. I mean, I think we see players all the time playing. Yeah, maybe, but it's not. I mean, I'm talking about first team quality, like proper like trend. I'm talking about, look at Man City. There were a few players that came from the academy. Look at Man U. They've got a lot of players over the years. I mean, that's because us, I think we're relying on those cheap investments, and then we kind of make them better players, I think. So I don't. It's coming to you, Kal. Do you think we should actually rely on our academy? And then Matt, Wagwan. I have
What's
a question
going on,
for
bro?
you.
Go.
Yes, I have a question for you, right? Do you think it's time that we actually change our system? I mean, should we keep on relying on our gegen pressing, high line, and what? Do you think maybe it's time that we actually try changing things around and maybe experiment a little bit? I don't know. I know it takes time for us to develop a new system, or for the players actually to adapt to a new system. It's a long process. So do you think actually it's time that we actually change the system. Also, wow, go on Drifty. Yeah, I'm gonna come to you now. Yeah, so my question to Drifty is right. If you were to sign a new player right now, I mean, despite offloading, because I know we have a lot of defenders actually at the moment, we are solid at the back. If you were to sign a new player, regardless of whether we're changing the system or not, who do you think, just one player, it doesn't matter which position, who do you think this one player, we don't even have to sign anyone else if you sign that one player? I mean, the one player that you think, if we sign this player, we're going to win the Champions League and the league next season. So those are my 3 questions, guys.
Great questions, bro.
Great questions as always, Dean. No, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Exactly.
Yes, don't forget, send us your details.
Send us over the stuff as well, bro. Send us over all the stuff that you.
Definitely. I'm gonna do that just now. As soon as you guys,
Yeah.
Because I'll watch the stream first, and then after the stream, I'll DM you guys.
Yeah. Cool, bro.
Definitely,
Bless my bro.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll be backstage.
Yes, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice one, bro.
Cool, bro.
Cool, man.
Take care, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Yeah,
I'll go
apologies. The sound and quality is going to diminish a bit. I've had to jump on the tab because the camera's dead now. So, can you still hear me all right? Yeah.
Yeah. We can still hear you. Yeah, I'll go first. What was my question? My question was, oh, that's it. Changing systems. Yeah. I'll go first.
Oh, no.
All right. So, I don't know if we should change systems. First of all, because even though I feel like you can go to a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2 or even a 3-5-2, whatever, I don't know whether we have the personnel. One thing I would say is I think we should do this not hybrid thing, but some games play 4-2-3-1, some games play 4-3-3. And I know that's maybe me not being like definitive, so to speak, but I just think we don't have the personnel to go fully away from 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. And I think the players we have at our disposal would fit those 2 formations. So I would say go with those 2. And if you're able to get other players that are more tactically flexible, then maybe you look at it personally.
Drift, do you want me to go next or do you want to go next?
What was my question again? Sorry.
Trying to remember. I'm thinking.
One player that I would sign that I feel like we wouldn't need any other sign is just literally that one player.
Yeah.
I mean, we had that Messi talk earlier on. No, but if we're just talking about literally just one player, and I'm literally just thinking about this season and nothing else. I'm just thinking about this season. I'd probably say Lewandowski. I'll say if Klopp got him in now and it was just one season, thinking about now, not thinking about anything else, you put Lewandowski up front with Mane and Salah, I don't really think we'd need anyone else, to be honest.
Fair dues. And then my question was to do with the academy. So I do think our academy is slightly overhyped, but at the same time, I do think we have got some very good players in the academy. The problem is, it's harder for our academy players to break through as opposed to another team, say, for example, an Aston Villa, where we are stacked with talent. So you look at Trent, and again, Trent probably is one of those anomalies who would have risen to the top, but his trajectory has been sped up because we didn't have any other right backs when Klein got injured. So he had to be thrown in. Whereas you look at someone, I don't know, like a Curtis Jones, for example. Curtis Jones, for him to become a regular in the team, he's got to displace either Henderson, Fabinho, or Thiago effectively. That is a hell of a task. You can pretty much get 99% of footballers in the world and they won't be able to dispossess those 3 in midfield. So it's difficult for our academy players more so than other teams. But I think we'll start to see some gems.
No, fair play, bro.
Cool. All right. Our last call of the evening, definitely last but not least, Mr. Demo Dre.
What's up? What's
going on,
bro? yo, big up the guys. You hear me okay?
Yeah, clear, bro. Clear, bro.
Good, because I got the mask on, so I was just checking. All right. So here's the thing. The best movie in the world is obviously Shutters.
I knew he was going to say that, you know. I knew he was just going to say Shutters, you know.
Go. Don't forget Cool Runnings either. See? Sanka, you dead? All right. Well, my questions, I have two questions basically. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Gold Cup and all the English players that's playing for us, the Bobby Reeds, Andre Gray and all of these guys, Daniel Johnson, right? If you guys in England don't want those players and you racially abuse, we'll take them over in Jamaica, bro. Like honestly. Because we've made some contacts with Emil Spitbro. His grandparents are Jamaican, his grandfather.
Yeah,
and also Mason Greenwood.
I even know. Yeah, I heard about Greenwood. Someone told me about Greenwood. Yeah.
Those grandparents are Jamaican, yeah.
Yeah, his grandfather is. Yeah.
Didn't know about Smith Road.
So listen. You better take care of them.
That makes sense now.
You better take care of them. You know what I mean? And I heard that Greenwood is kind of a bit upset because Foden got called back to England and he's still not there and stuff. So if the JFF play their cards right, they can get them while they're weak. You know what I mean? But my question is Liverpool based, all right? And it's for all of you guys. I'm a big fan of Minamino. I don't think it's a Space Jam thing that you touch a basketball and all your powers are gone. I still think he's quality. and the thing for me is we just have not found his position. Like at Liverpool, I don't think he has gotten enough chance. What did he play, like 7 games for us? And for me, if Kyle is saying that we're going to go to a 4-2-3-1, I think he's going to be the 10 for us to get the best out of him. Like he plays behind Firmino or whoever the forward is going to be. So please, I remember telling Drift this about Nat Phillips. He said that,
Here's the thing. Every part of me right now disagrees with you, but I have to be careful because you said all of this about Nat and I'm eating humble pie because of it.
For real? Yeah, go on.
So the question is, because I have to go and catch the game. Do you think with a change of system, 4-2-3-1 and Taki as a 10, if we would get the best out of Minamino? His quality cannot just disappear, guys. I honestly believe. And Drifty made this point about Origi all the time. If you don't play consistently, you will not have enough chances to build back up your confidence and to play well. So all three of you guys, do you think a change of system and Taki playing a 10 would bring the best out of him? That's my question. All right?
Thank you, bro. Were you watching the game on Ryan's channel?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it when I get in. It's on FS1. Well, here in America, it's on FS1.
Are you doing a watch along on Ryan's channel as well?
If he calls me, probably.
Cool. Well, guys, if you're a fan of Jamaica or you're going to watch the game, check out Ryan LFC.
Trust me.
You'll do a watch along probably as well.
Yeah. But Bobby Reed won't be playing tonight. He got COVID.
Oh,
swear down.
Yeah, so he won't be playing. Him and Hector won't be playing because they were roommates. Yeah, so big up for yourself. I'll be listening.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up, bro.
All right, man. Big up.
Take care, bro.
Big up.
All right. Minamino. Do you know what? Demo's the what? If anyone said this, I'd be like, no. But Demo come true with Nathaniel Phillips in a big way.
He did, bro. He did.
I'm gonna go against him one more time. I just don't think Minamino's. Here's the thing. I don't know what Minamino's best position is.
10
is probably his best position. It's just.
I would say support striker is his best position.
But we don't do support. Like, all right, if we're doing support strikers, yeah, you'd have to kind of do the whole 4-4-2-1 off the striker. But it's kind of like a 10, yeah. But this is where I will say though, Drift. Support striker 10, however you want to call it, yeah. Is he going to do a better job than Firmino? Is he going to do a better job than Shaqiri? Those are the two things that I think of. Is he better than Shaqiri in the 10? Is he better than Bob in the 10? And I have to say, from what we've seen so far, you'd have to say no. Has he got the capability to be better than them? Yeah, he does. But the problem is that he's come in and hasn't really looked up to the pace. And when we shipped him on loan to Southampton, he had 2 good games and then he kind of went missing. And it's a thing where it's like, bro, if you can't even hold down a position at Southampton, how do we expect you to come to Liverpool and boss it? But at the same time, second chances, isn't it? Like sometimes some people, like when they have a bit of time away, or they might go training regime and graft and do their thing, they might get better. But I don't know, man. I just have to be honest. If Minamino is gonna ever be a player that we think he's gonna be, he has to kind of show it from like one of our first preseason games. And even then, we're gonna sit there and go, "Oh, it's only preseason though." So I don't even know how he wins us over. But I just think I've seen enough of him to know that yes, I agree with Demo. There's something about Minamino, bro. I just don't know whether we're the club to get the best out of him. That's what I've got to be honest. I don't think we are, you know.
I could see Minamino doing sick at like a Leverkusen or a team like that. Like Leverkusen, like a team like Leverkusen, I think Minamino would do sick for. But for us, I just don't see it. Look,
yeah,
I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong. Like, I'd love to be sitting here in a year's time saying, we didn't buy anyone, but look what Minamino's done. Like 10 goals, 15 assists. But I don't see that happening.
Do you know what it is? I expected Minamino. And again, this is a bit harsh, but I look at, Jesse Lingard, who went to West Ham and he batted it up. Now, Jesse Lingard's got Prem experience, so I understand he's always going to be ahead. But I just thought Minamino might go to Southampton and get like at least like 5 goals or something, or like six goals, and then he gets like 3 assists where we go, do you know what? Minamino showed a little something in the game time, but he didn't really do that. He had 2 good games, and I was like, do you know what? Minamino just might be, and then it just kind of faded. And then I was
what though? The only thing I'll say in his defense is Southampton had a really poor run in the time he was there. So he wasn't playing for a team playing well where he was allowed to show his capabilities. So I don't know, it's tough.
He wasn't really playing though.
Yeah, but that's because they were losing and the manager was reverting to type to try and like stop the bleeding almost. Southampton had a really poor patch while he was there, innit? So yeah, I don't know, it's a tough one. Like I think they lost a whole load of games and he was, I don't know. I don't personally think Minamino's good enough, but I'm like, Cal, I'd love to be proven wrong because I remember how happy I was we were signing him because I knew he did have the ability. So I think it's all about the way he can fit in.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. I wasn't expecting Minamino to get 10 goals and 15 assists in the Prem. I'm saying over the course of the season. I wouldn't expect that from Minamino. But just like literally getting him to, chip in a lot more than he has been. Liam says, sorry, it's a few super chats here. So Liam says, we've been brainwashed into buzzing over our owners making a profit while other fans buzz over getting all the shiny new toys to get excited about. Agree with that. Abubakar Ali says, we are the only fan base who think spending money is bad. FSG brainwashed us, and why don't people understand that this team is primed to win now? That's a really good point. Abubakar says, Jamrock building the team slowly. This team is in their prime right now. Why does it take 4 years to build a team when Bayern, Man City, Chelsea take 1 year? Again, fair point. Gigi says, do all 3 of you reckon you're a better centre-back than Reece Williams? What do you reckon?
I probably think even at this stage of my career, I'm quicker. Better defender? Nah.
Matt?
Nah, Reece, when it comes to defending, he's still a better defender than me. I know I'm definitely quicker than him, and shout out Reece Williams as well because I do believe in you. Whether he'll make it Liverpool or not, I don't know. But if I challenge him to a race, I'll beat him, and that's me being. I'm not even trying to take disrespect. I just think genuinely, even now, I beat him in a race, bro.
Yeah, I think I'd beat Reece in a race as well.
Yeah. But but he's a better defender. He can read the game better than me. He's a defender, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's his craft.
Rave26 says, please shout out to my amazing husband Dado1 for making our anniversary so special. He deserves the tune, please. Hey, Dado1.
Oh, hey, Dado, you know. Jeez.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Congratulations, guys.
Trust me, man.
Congratulations. Hope you have many more in the future.
One of the day ones and that.
Yeah, they do day one, bro. Trust me. They do day one, you know.
what
Jeez.
Today is
Thing even
it's
rhymes
our
and that.
anniversary. Another big tune. Another
I
slow
swear,
jam.
Cal's got a tune for every occasion.
He does, bro.
do,
He's the
yeah, I
R&B king. He knows about the R. He's the R&B man, innit?
Bro, he ain't just the R&B man. He's the Gaza man. He's the Gully man.
It's kind of true. No, you're right. That's doing him a disservice. You're right.
You gotta know the tunes, innit? You gotta be well rounded in his music.
Cal's the one. You can tell Kal keep up with all the tunes. Then.
Nah, not new music. I don't. You know.
No, but more so than me.
I don't know why. I just had a thing of like, you know, when you put the music on to set the mood, and like Kal just puts Kal just looked a little funny. It's like, oh.
Oh, you did think so. I got R&B tonight. You're not gonna get that tonight.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna get everything tonight. Give us
Don't.
something stiff. She said the woman shift. What? Women force it up. Ayana.
Hey, Kal, you're killing me, bro. I can't even lie. You're killing me, bro. Hey.
1975 Jamrock said, I said Klopp's philosophy is to build a squad slowly. He did say that. 1975 Jamrock also says unruly camp, Popcorn, Quaid, and Jafras.
That's a lot of things, you know. That's a lot of things.
Hey.
Aidan Andrew says big up vibes, Cowtail. Oh.
Gaza.
Delvin Jones says, Matt, are you going to watch Space Jam 2? Of course he is.
Do you know what? Come on now. Like, I got to support my boy brother. Innit?
He's probably got shares in the film.
Because you know what? I feel like Warner Brothers, what they've done that's a little naughty here is they've played on the who's better, and now they've drawn him in to start even trying to do the film comparison thing.
Bruv, let's be real. This is LeBron trying to show like whatever Jordan can do, I can do.
I respect that mentality.
Yeah. Because listen, you gotta understand something. He's like, I can one up Jordan. I mean, I haven't seen the film because the film. If you go watch like the first Space Jam now, you probably look at it and be like, "This is when you deep it, it's kind of like it's a bit silly." But at that time, you're like, "No, this is cool." Like as a kid or whatever. But I don't know about today's one. I might even watch it tonight.
You know what? LeBron is actually a pretty decent actor. You know.
No, he's decent, bro. He's decent. Yeah, he's decent.
If you look at Trainwreck, if you go watch Trainwreck, where he plays Thingy's best friend, he's actually a pretty deep. He's not amazing, but like for a sportsman, I think he's actually all right acting. But...
No, he's 100%. And before we go, because I know what Cal's gonna say,
no,
this
I'm
is
not. I'm
no.
still
Can you not
laughing
see
at
this? Can you not see this? This is what I'm looking at as you man are talking. You man are wasting time. I need to order now before the place closes, innit? Like, I'm not even messing.
I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about Drifty saying I'm gonna play Bashment to set the mood.
No, I'm looking at food, bro. I'm so hungry. You don't understand. I'm so hungry, bro.
Nah.
I'm not saying you're gonna go pasta, but I'm just saying like.
No, when I set the mood, it's straight slow jam still.
So no,
like a bicycle.
Back it up on the dumper truck. Don't run for the love startup. Your belly juice must cock up. No, it's good like the ice in a freezer. What up? You sting like a beezer. As you come, so you just walk up.
You know what's funny, because I know the way the room's set up, I shouldn't have even said pasta, because I know a backflip from the window ledge is fully possible.
Back it up like the dumper truck. Don't run for the love startup. Your belly juice must cock up. Why? As you come, so you just want cut.
Hey. Oh, Cal, you're killing me, bro. I swear to
word.
God.
No, straight slow jams for me. Straight slow
I
jams.
need to get some food. I'm not gonna
Switch off the light real quick. Light a candle.
Me no want a boring phone. Me no want a boring wine. Me no want a boring wine.
Remote control.
Okay.
Move your clothes, bandy line. But me no want no boring grind. Me no want no boring.
Alexa, play Gully Style.
Vibes, you know.
The cocky longer than me nine. Tell me where you like.
That tune is so. Alright, see that tune there? That tune always gets me, you know.
Give me the go, wine girl. Give me the go.
Oh man, that tune there is big, you know. It always gets me whenever I hear it.
Freaky got me want to see. Man's got. He got too many. He's got too many.
Too many, bro.
Oh boy. Mr. LFC Aaron says, "How do you find Will Smith in the snow, guys?"
How do you
find Will Smith in the snow?
Is this a joke?
Yeah. You look for the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Oh, that's decent. That's decent.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
decent.
decent.
LSD Aaron, you're a legend for that, and I'm gonna use that.
That's decent. That's decent. It's decent.
He says, "Love you guys. The Fenway debating from me is just us wanting the best from LFC." LFC Aaron, you don't even need to explain yourself, bro. Don't even need to explain yourself. Having healthy debate is good for us all, man. 1975 Jamrock says, "What would our team be if Klopp got his first choices in Gertz instead of Mane and Julian Brandt instead of Salah?" Interesting topic, don't you think? Do you know what? That is a very interesting topic. That is a very interesting topic.
It's a topic that I'm glad didn't happen. That's for damn sure.
That's a. Do you know what? Maybe that could be a show. Maybe that could be a show.
Indeed.
Look, we're gonna head off. What have you guys got? Anything you want to say before we head off?
No. It's been a good show.
No, I'm blessed, bro. It's been an amazing show, people, and just want to say thank you all. And make sure you smash that like button. Trust me, people. You know, it's just no pun intended, but it's just vibes on a Friday night, man. Trust me. Like, it's my favorite show. Listen, we've got another 3 hours. Come on, man. We got at least.
Smash the like.
You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. 3 hours in that. We've just been grinding. You get me? So.
Push the button now. So we
in it.
Push the button now. I know where you come from and where you going. Say something, make your like catch me. Oh, subscribe on the channel like Jesky. Oh, man, if you comment below. Oh, fans, if you stop look sexy. Oh, so now people, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like as always, and guys, much appreciation. I don't think we haven't got anything. No, we have. We've got members video coming out over the weekend, so make sure you check that out. If you're not a member already, do check that out. It's $3.99 a month. You get behind the scenes access. You get exclusive videos as well. Check out our merch as well, people. We've got great t-shirts, mugs, hats, hoodies for men and women. So make sure you check that out as well, people. And yes, massive thank you. And until we're back next time, stay safe, stay blessed. Have a wonderful weekend. And you take care, people.
Peace.